Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have a twofer, Friday twofers. We have Andy Staples to talk some college football championship weekend, and then we have the legend, Tiffani Theissen, Kelly Kapowski. Really, really fun interview. It was a bucket list item for 10, 11, 12-year-old us. And we have NFL Week 15 preview, and the Chargers are going in right now. Week 15 preview, Fyre Fest of the week. Fantasy lads are back. Let's see if the Chargers can finish
touchdown,
it.
Herbert.
Oh, my God, he fumbled.
He fumbled the ball. Justin Herbert scored that touchdown.
Uh-oh.
Justin Herbert scored that touchdown.
All right, let me do the ad, and we'll find out. Let me do the ad, and we'll find out.
I make a shitload of money if Justin Herbert scored that touchdown.
Let's do the ad, and we'll find out. All right, Pardon My Take is brought to you by the Cash App. Not only is it the easiest place to send money to your friends, it's the safest. Go right now. Download the Cash App. Download the Cash App. Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Use the code BARSTOOL. You get $10 for free. $10 to the ASPCA. The Cash App is the greatest app in the world. The Cash App is our favorite app. It looks great. They're calling it back. It looks great. It feels great.
Said, by rule, you cannot advance.
A fumble. It was a fumble.
No!
The Cash App. The Cash App. The Cash App. The Cash App. Go download the Cash App. Download the Cash App from the App Store, Google Play Store today. Okay, let's go.
Now in the street there is violence, and a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing, and then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code BARSTOOL. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Friday, December 18th, and we are literally watching 3rd and goal, 1:43 left in overtime. Justin Herbert just got stopped and fumbled. PFT had him a prop for him to score a touchdown.
And the over.
Anthony
Lynn is going to kill me.
Anthony Lynn is the dumbest coach that has ever been created in coaching history. And Justin
Herbert! He fumbled again!
No, he didn't.
He fumbled again!
No, he didn't. He
fumbled again!
No, he got it. Touchdown. All right. So that's Friday. Friday.
Happy Friday. Let's go.
And his lineman okay? Looks dead. That was the dumbest game of football we've ever watched.
Let's see the replay real quick. He throws the ball out there. He didn't get in.
That was
get in.
That was a pretty big distance. He's in. That was a pretty long distance to sneak from. They weren't at like the inch line.
Well,
they were
what did you think Anthony Lynn was going to do? Pass the ball?
Anthony Lynn.
He's a bird brain. He has a goddamn bird inside of his skull, and now the bird's dead because even the bird can't stand hanging out with him.
I can't believe this guy. He just won a football game, so I guess credit to him. But holy shit. The timeouts were an issue again. The Money Badger, who that's his own nickname.
Yeah.
He gave himself that nickname. The kicker for the Chargers, what is his name? Bagley?
Marvin.
Badgley
Michael.
Is
it Marvin?
Marvin is the basketball player.
That's Bagley. This is Badgley.
Badgley. Gave himself the nickname the Money Badger, tried to trademark it last year to make money off it, then missed. He's got 9 missed kicks this year. He misses a kick. Then Anthony Lynn, they get an interception, and Anthony Lynn plays for 3, and he misses another kick. God damn it,
you
this
forgot
team
the
is
part
so stupid.
about the fact that he iced his own kicker as well. But you know what? They always say you can't ice. Turns out that Badgley, he doesn't have ice. He's got bath water in his veins.
Yeah.
He was very easily iced. The snapper was very easily iced. The holder put down a good hold, missed it to the left. But I mean, Anthony Lynn could fuck up a wet dream.
He is.
But I've changed my mind a little bit. I want Anthony Lynn to get another contract because it's always good to have a coach in the NFL that you know for sure that you're smarter than.
Yes.
Where you can watch the end of a game
Agreed.
and predict exactly how he's going to fuck it up, and he goes and he does that exactly to a T.
Well, you know what it is? More than anything, Anthony Lynn, we lost Andy Reid. We lost making Andy Reid jokes. Andy Reid won a Super Bowl.
Yep.
The jokes are over. Anthony Lynn is the heir apparent. He is our, fourth quarter, Anthony Lynn versus the clock. What a matchup we got here. He can't figure it out. It is so bad. He's the ultimate panic coach. So I agree with you. I want him to keep a job or get a new job because these jokes, this is why we watch.
Yes.
We watch shitty games like this. That was a perfect finale for Thursday Night Football. We watch shitty games like this to roast people, to make ourselves feel smarter, to be like, wow, we could be out there coaching. These guys are idiots.
Yeah,
And holy shit was this game bad.
I mean, if every coach was perfect with their clock management, with everything, it would be like watching a math class where I would have to feel like I was learning something every time I watch football. Sometimes I don't want to learn anything. Sometimes I want to make fun of another guy who hasn't learned as much as I have about football.
Yes.
And these two, I think both coaches, Gruden and Anthony Lynn, they both just hate the concept of time during a football game. If it were up to them, it's like the game's not over until either someone quits or mom calls you in for dinner. And that's how we determine, or it gets too dark outside and you can't see the ball anymore.
Yes.
That's when John Gruden and Anthony Lynn would like to blow the whistle for the end of the game. But they hate time. They hate managing time. Actually, John Gruden didn't do such a bad job with it.
Well,
and Marcus Mariota, let's give him credit. Today was the Oregon quarterback play.
Yes. So Derek Carr tore his leg,
His left groin is what I heard.
groin. It looked bad. Those are always the worst. I have a question for you, PFT. Is John Gruden a good head coach?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I think he won a Super Bowl.
Are you sure?
Hey, Big Cat, mic drop. He won a Super Bowl.
Okay, because John Gruden, he did in fact win a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. John Gruden, his last 6 seasons as a NFL head coach, so that's 3 years with the Bucs, 3 years with the Raiders. John Gruden is 40-61.
Okay.
That's really bad.
He won a Super Bowl.
I know, but that's really bad. And this is
Wasn't he also traded for like 2 first-round picks?
He now is sitting here, a team that looked like they were going to the playoffs, that played the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football, almost beat them for the second time this year, and then since got punked by the Falcons, basically lost to the Jets, pulled it out because of Dr. Heat, lost last week to the Colts, got punked by them, and now just lost to a Chargers team that can't get out of their own way. I'm just saying, John Gruden. Everyone was talking about the Raiders. I think the Raiders are one of those teams in the NFL everyone roots to be good because it's fun when the Raiders are good. They have history. There are certain teams. It's kind of like college football. You want certain teams to be back in the mix because it's fun. So we almost will it to happen. I think we've willed it to happen a little early here because they're going to finish probably 7-9 again or 8-8. Yep. Like they didn't make a big step this year when this was supposed to be the big step year.
A lot of that is on the defense, and tonight it didn't look better. You know what I think?
That's Mike Mayock and John Gruden. They put a lot of money into the offense, and then they haven't looked at the defense.
You know what I think they did after they fired Gunther? Right, it was Gunther.
Yep,
right?
Paul Gunther.
So you can't get rid of his
back.
spirit entirely. His aura was still there, but I think what John Gruden did this week, he was like, you know what? We just got to execute better, and we're going to simplify things. We're going to go back to basics on defense and just run like a standard cover 2 the entire game. Because in John Gruden's brain, like football is a simple game. It's about hitting another man harder than that man would like to be hit. So John Gruden is like, we're going to focus on tackling. We're going to improve our tackling this week, and that'll fix the defense. Turns out that Herbert can pick him apart if you just run a cover 2 until it's the fourth quarter when they just stop passing the ball entirely.
They just stopped. Well, the Raiders did have that really long drive. And, yes, Derek Carr got hurt. So a little bit of –
I think
the Chargers were
for the most part, Mariota looked better than Derek Carr. He had a couple bad throws, but, like, there was a spark when Mariota got in.
And the Chargers were going to probably win that game anyway because, again, as long as the Chargers – I mean, if the Chargers can survive fucking themselves up like 3 or 4 times, they will come back and win. Like that's really what it is. It's like the Chargers are going to shoot themselves in the foot 3 or 4 times down the stretch, and if you don't put them away, they'll eventually, just by the fact that they do have some talent and they have a good roster, will eventually find a way to win.
But I mean, most teams, if another team shoots themselves in the foot 3 or 4 times, the game's over at that point. So you got to bury them. It was drunk football, and it was a good way to end Thursday Night Football for the year. We have Friday Night Football next week, on
Yes.
Christmas Day, sir.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty excited about. That'll be fun. But yeah, I'll say this. It was appropriate that on the day Tom Rinaldi went to Fox,
Yes.
we ended with a game that made us want to cry.
Oh, my God. The tears always are flowing with him. I'm actually – I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, the fact that I have to cry on Big Noon Saturday or whatever that Fox pregame show is called.
I mean, what you just did was you gave Tom Rinaldi, like, carte blanche to just farm the Big Ten for sob stories.
Urban is going to cry now. Urban Meyer's going to cry.
Yep.
We're going to get some Urban Meyer crying on Saturday mornings in the fall. Yeah, Tom Rinaldi to Fox. The big news. All right, so that's it. That game was it was bad, but it was fun because it was so bad.
You know what? I do like the fact that Mariota, you could tell that he was playing like he was going to make $300,000.
I want him on the Bears.
Yeah, if he won that game, he
enough.
would have made $325,000, and that'd be an interesting model to pay quarterbacks like that.
I wanted him on the Bears like after his first drive.
He looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, Marcus Mariota, from what we saw tonight, he's a starting quarterback.
Also, the second pick in the draft, right?
Yeah, and from Oregon. All Oregon quarterbacks now, I think, are good. Tonight has flipped the script. Bring back Dennis Dixon. Get Joey Harrington out there in his jeans to come pass again.
I'm in for it.
Bring them all back.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our weekend preview, and then we have, on the other side of that, Andy Staples and Tiffani Theissen, and also Billy Killed All His Chickens. Okay, before we get to our weekend preview, a quick word from our friends at McDonald's. PFT, yes. I saw you eating some McRibs yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Multiple again?
Wednesday, that's the PFT meal. 2 McRibs, a McDonald's Sprite, and large fries.
I actually had some McDonald's today, too, because Feidelberg was like, who wants McDonald's? Snowy day. Let's do it. We all had it. The McRib is back. The McRib is back. The most important sandwich of the year, the McRib. It is officially back and available for a limited time at participating McDonald's. It's delicious sandwich. It's also the only sandwich, I think, that has super fans of the McRib. Some fun facts. Some cities get the McRib every year, but others have gone up to 7 years without the McRib. The longer places have without it, the more outcry for it to return there is. The McRib has appeared in lots of shows, Simpsons, Family Guy, New York Times, Vice, Time, and more have featured op-eds about the McRib. It's the most famous sandwich in the world, and people have driven over state lines to get a McRib because it's not available in their area.
What's your favorite part about the McRib? Is it the Mick or the rib?
I think it's getting it, going to get it, the excitement of the McRib.
Yeah, like posting a picture of McRib cardboard, the box that it comes in.
So good.
No cap, that's a flex.
And you get the fries. The McDonald's fries are the GOAT. Everyone knows that. Some have decided to just find ways to make their own McRib when it isn't available, but it is available right now for a limited time at participating McDonald's. So check out your local McDonald's. Make sure they have the McRib. If they don't, say, hey, next time, can you please get the McRib because we want the McRib. There's that outcry. The McRib is officially back, so check it out. Available for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Okay, week 15. We're coming down the home stretch. Some games, some weird schedule. We got 2 Saturday games. We also only have 3 afternoon games. That stinks, but we do have the Chiefs-Saints. Hank, you wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how you intro a plug.
You're going to do the Cant Lose Parlay. Billy has his parlay. If you guys want to do a risk-free parlay, there's the Pigskin Parlay in the Play Barstool app. It's $35,000 this week.
Wow.
It used to be 25, then it was 30. $35,000.
Hank, how can you afford to give all that money away from your own pocket?
It's what I want to do for the AWLs. It's my gift, way to give back to you guys this season. If you win the $35,000, we'll send you a big ass check.
Really?
Wait, for real?
Actually, I saw that. Someone won it, and they had a big-ass check.
Giant check
Dude,
will show up to your doorstep.
The big check is the absolute best.
That's worth the free admission anyway.
So all you have to do is download the Play Barstool app. You can make your picks. It's 8 games, Monday Night Score. If you win, you get $35,000, a big check. And Stool Streams today, Friday, PFT and Big Cat, you guys are both playing. Both have to win to get into the playoffs.
Loser leaves town.
PFT's playing at 12.
Yeah,
Big Cat's playing at noon.
No,
we can't
I'm
change.
playing at 2.
I mean, PFT's playing at 12. Big Cat's playing at 2.
2.
So tune into that. make your picks or play Barstool. That's also like $3,000 if you win that.
Hank, little word of
just
advice.
Free money.
You should call the Pigskin Parlay. You should incorporate the big check into the name of it because that will make people want it that much
big
more.
check.
The big check. The big check challenge.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. $1 million idea.
There
Next topic.
$35,000 idea.
$35,000. What would you guys do if you won $35,000 on Sunday?
I'd give it all to Billy.
I put it on red.
What would you
I'd
get,
give
Billy?
it to Billy, and I'd say, Billy, stop killing chickens.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay, let's do some football. Week 15. We're going to talk college football, by the way, with Andy Staples, so we'll go preview of Conference Championship weekend. This is maybe the best football weekend we've had start to finish when you have real awesome college football games with a lot of importance, and then you have some big-time important games for the playoff home stretch in the NFL. We'll go through them. Let's start with the Saturday games, the weird-ass Saturday games. I don't know why they're throwing 2 Saturday games at us, but I'm not going to complain. But I'm going to complain a little bit because I'm going to watch college football. Bills at Broncos. Did you guys see the Cole Beasley stat that everyone's tweeting out?
That he's the highest scoring player under 5'9" in the history of the NFL.
That one, and then also Cole Beasley from NFL on CBS. More yards than A.J. Brown, more receptions than DK Metcalf, more yards per reception than DeAndre Hopkins, more TDs than Julio Jones, more 100-yard games than Tyreek Hill.
More grit than Hunter Renfrow as well.
That's an insane. I love those where it's just cherry picks. Mm-hmm. He also has more fantasy points than Jerry Rice this year.
Fact.
That's a fact.
Listen, Cole Beasley, we've said the connection is fun to watch. The connection is going to be even more fun to watch in the altitude where I think that Josh Allen could actually throw Cole Beasley out of Mile High Stadium. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that physically it's possible. Also, this is a game where John Elway – people don't talk enough about the fact that John Elway passed on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like Josh Allen
perfect quarterback.
Was the guy that John Elway spent his entire career looking for. When he was drafting Brock Osweiler, he was in his wildest dreams. He's like, this man, this tall boy will become Josh Allen one day.
Yes.
And he passed. He took Bradley Chubb. Josh Allen was right there. I think he got picked like 1 or 2 slots after Bradley Chubb in that draft.
Very sad.
Instead of bringing up the Mitch stat, people should – this is another one. Like the Leonard Fournette thing, This is another one that people should talk about because this is like John Elway's wet dream of a quarterback, and he blew it.
You missed him, and look what he's doing now. I am slightly nervous about the hype for the Bills. It feels like too many people, like I saw cowards being like they're the best team in the AFC. They've had a bunch of big wins. I'm nervous for the Bills and Bills fans. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
You know
that.
what I mean?
I understand that
like
because
they got to sneak up on people a little bit. Now you have, as soon as prognosticators and talking heads starts, they basically have shown up in the last week and decided, here's my hot take. The Bills are really good. It's like, yeah, we've known they've been really good, and Josh Allen has been really good all year, so shut the fuck up, pay attention earlier.
I understand that, and I agree with it, but I think we need to recognize we're being a little bit of gatekeepers for the Bills.
That's fine.
We're being
gatekeep,
wagon keepers, which is okay. Like we have been on the Bills for a while. We've wanted them to
That's
succeed.
not what this is about.
But I understand. It does feel weird when everybody else is now entering our brains and seeing things through our eyes.
That's not what this is about. I'm not
For
saying,
me, it is a little bit
I'm
about
not
that.
saying like, I was a fan of this band before it was cool. I'm saying more that as soon as everyone starts saying the Bills are incredible, I feel like they're jinxing them.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you like the Bills? Name 3 of their Super Bowl losses.
Yeah.
Didn't think so.
4.
Well, yeah, but if
Yeah,
you
no,
can
that
do,
was a
if
really
you can get
sad-
75%,
that was a sad documentary. That was a really sad documentary. But yeah, it's just more of a jinx factor. It feels, yeah. We,
you know what,
whenever
though?
the dark horse is so obvious, and everyone's like, they're not a dark horse. They're a really good football team, but people are treating them like, because you know how it goes in media. You don't want to say the Chiefs are really, really good because the Chiefs are really, really good. It's like the Warriors. When the Warriors are really, really good, or we're really, really good, everyone's like, well, you know who I actually think is going to win the title this year? The Atlanta Hawks.
If you're
and
like,
they win like 15 games.
If you're like, I like the Chiefs, why would you say something so brave and so controversial?
Right, and the Bills are the jumping stone, and now I'm scared for them.
But you know what? Here's a spin zone. Even if things go off the trail for the Bills right now, if things fall apart for a second, I think they've still officially made the playoffs, right?
I think they made the playoffs. They still have to win one game.
They have to win one game.
East.
Okay, so if they go 0-2, if they limp into the playoffs, then they become the team that will sneak up on
Yep,
you.
yep.
So either the wagon rolls on and you continue to dominate people, or maybe things fall apart a little bit and then you sneak up on somebody in the playoffs.
Yes, I want them to win this game very badly, though.
I was thinking, we've talked a few times about getting Bills fans the vaccine or setting up like a quarantine station so that they can go into Orchard Park, into the stadium, and watch the game. There should be like a if you build it, they will come scenario where a fan in Buffalo needs to build like a simulated stadium in their backyard and just get a giant screen that they put down where the field should be so that some people can get the environment of seeing a Bills game from the stands in the playoffs.
I'm all in. I also just love this time of year watching a Denver game, maybe some mountains of snow in the end zone. Always fun.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Panthers at Packers. The Panthers' pass defense, has been very bad recently. The Packers, though, they're 10-3. I basically spent like the last half hour trying to find a stat that just shows that the Packers aren't good. Turns out they're actually pretty good. But this one was just kind of staring me in the face. The Packers are 10-3. They're 1-2 against teams with winning records.
Okay, that's not a.
If they
bad
go
stat to
1-2 in
cherry
the
pick.
if they go 1-2 in the playoffs, they will not win the Super Bowl.
That's true.
That's
they
a
might,
fact.
but they might play against an NFC East team in the playoffs, which might be
That would be
sub
their
500.
Yeah, that would be
no,
their
but they might
one.
be less than 500.
No, they would win,
Uh-huh.
and then they would maybe get one more win.
Okay, but
they
then
still wouldn't win.
They
the
still
Super
wouldn't
Bowl.
win the Super Bowl. That's a fact. So
Yeah, just saying it.
Also, yeah, what about the rush defense? Has the rush defense quietly gotten better?
Soft. They're soft.
That's
They're
the-
a soft football team.
I agree with that, and I also
I'm nervous.
have a stay woke about that picture going around of Aaron Rodgers. There's like a 200-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Rodgers knew about that guy and has been grooming his own looks to look like that person in hopes that one day somebody will find that picture and be like, oh, isn't this quirky?
Like the
Aaron
Jack
looks,
Nicholson or
Aaron
the-
looks like this guy from
Yeah.
back 200 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was a big psyop plant operation by Aaron Rodgers. He knew what he was doing.
I also, just a little heads up, if you're handicapping this game, it is Christmas season, so Aaron Rodgers won't be giving or getting any gifts, so that probably changes his mood. Maybe a
That's
little
true.
surly.
Well, maybe after Christmas. I would feel like that would impact him next weekend.
Okay, yeah, next weekend against the Titans. Bucks, Falcons. Falcons since the 28-3 game. So Tom Brady has played the Falcons right after the Super Bowl the year after, but since the 28-3 game, the Falcons are 28-33. Kind of fun. 28-33.
Very fun stat.
Yeah, really bad since the Patriots beat them in the Super Bowl. This, to me, the Bucks are at this point, like, they have to start proving it. Because even that Vikings game, when we talked about it on Sunday night, Dan Bailey sucked, and they should have blown him out, and they didn't really blow him out. The Bucks need to have a statement win sometime in the last 3 weeks for me to be feeling like the Bucks can do something in the playoffs.
Yeah, and this doesn't really portend well for the Bucks. Their entire long snapping unit, their kicker, their punter, and their long snapper are all on the IR with the COVID. They're on the COVID list. So I don't know if they're getting off the COCO list before the game, but to me that seems like a heartbreaking type loss for Tampa Bay. Special teams, the most important of all the units.
The third of the game.
I'd say it's the first phase of the game. You have to kick off before anything else happens.
That's true.
So you've got 33 starters, and 3 of them, it looks like, are dealing with some sort of COVID. I don't know if it's contact tracing or if they tested positive or whatever it is, but I just know that it's not ideal to go into a division game against an opponent that loves to play extremely close matchups with most teams, and then have your kicker and the person that hikes the ball to your kicker be on the IR.
I would imagine the Bucks will just figure out a way to get Alex Guerrero designated as the official team doctor, and then that will clean itself up.
Okay, so we're
Drink this
going to have
smoothie.
you guys drink more water this week, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and throw this strawberry in the trash, and the COVID is gone.
Yeah, you're on the avocado cocoa list because that's the only way that you can get corona under my watchful eye.
Yes. All right, next up, Lions-Titans. This game should be a blowout for the Titans because I don't think anyone on the Lions wants to tackle Tractor Cito at this part of the season. But the story of this game and the story of all week was Frank Ragnow, who played last game for the Lions with a fractured throat. A fractured throat. That is one of those injuries. There was an injury, some catcher had it a couple of years ago where they had like a dislocated ball sack.
Yeah.
Fractured throat is up there for injuries that give you the willies down your spine when you read it.
You're thinking of the twisted testicle.
The
testicle torsion. Some guy on the Giants had that, and I remember Felix Pie had that back in the day. It's just you spin your nut around, and the only way that you can get it right is you have to like sit in a hot bath and just let it unwind. Like you're holding a bowling ball that's been twisted up on a string. You just like hold it up in the air until the string.
That's a yo-yo. That's called a yo-yo.
Turns. No, I'm thinking bowling ball. If you got nuts like mine, I'm thinking like an 8-pounder.
Who holds a bowling ball on a string?
I'm trying to paint a picture out here.
With the yo-yo.
With a yo-yo. You could a yo-yo.
Yo-yo strings do have.
You're thinking about sleeping it or walking
the dog.
No,
you gotta let it hang and then
unwind itself.
Yeah.
So it's if you have a twisted testicle, you have to hold it in the bath like it's a yo-yo.
Okay.
And then once it unwinds, you basically get an orgasm once it gets back to normal. It feels that
probably
good.
The best one.
But yeah,
the
fractured throat.
There are
tough.
certain injuries that you hear it and it just chills down your spine. Fractured throat is that. He might play. I saw that he's communicating with the coaching staff by writing stuff down and hand signals. It seems like, listen, I'm not going to tell someone what to do, what not to do. This is a free country. But, Frank, Calvin Johnson retired. Barry Sanders retired. They realized that this was a losing proposition to be on the Detroit Lions. You have a fractured throat on a 5-8 team. You can sit this one out.
Yeah, it's a weird throat to die on, for sure. Like, no one would blame you if you sat out for the rest of the season.
No.
I didn't even know that you could fracture a throat. Is there a bone in your throat?
Does he just have a sore throat?
I don't know. I found the twisted
Is his
testicle.
windpipe? Yeah.
It was Jose Abreu of the White Sox.
Abreu, okay.
Yeah. Testicular torsion.
See that?
name.
Yeah. That's bad. That's a bad injury.
You think Heather Brooke could ever fracture a throat?
Yeah, that was everyone was saying.
That's why she took
the
10 years off?
Yeah, underneath it was all porn jokes under the fractured throat. Like, not even this person could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you say, Billy?
Well, actually, with the torsion thing, if it keeps happening, they actually have to sew your nut to the side of your ball sack.
That's our doctor.
That sounds
Billy
pretty
Football.
safe.
Yep. He went to medical school.
Billy was giving me advice.
That's actually the surgery.
My favorite thing that you do, Billy, is you speak with such confidence when it comes to medical emergencies that I always believe it. I mean, you diagnosed me with COVID on Saturday night. And I was like, for like 24 hours, I was like, fuck, do I have it? And then I realized I'm listening to Billy Football MD.
Billy rubbed CBD on my back earlier, and then he was like, "Dude, you got to pull your shirt all the way over it because otherwise the CBD will evaporate and go into the environment."
No, that's the menthol.
Yeah, it's killing the ozone. But thank you. That actually, listen, Billy.
That's actually what they do to fix
I know,
it.
and you're better than David Chow. You should actually start replying to his reply.
Yeah.
With, if you really want to know what injury this was, go to fightpaul.com. You can put them up. Yes,
I'm shocked that David Chow, Pro Football Doc, didn't start replying to Trace McSorley TikToks with links to his like injury analysis of his knee after the game on Monday night.
All right, so Texans Colts. I don't know. Just a bunch of tweets saying, let's put Deshaun Watson in a safe house, protect Deshaun Watson at all costs, get overly dramatic about a guy playing football, and the Colts will probably win at the end in some weird fashion.
This is a who cares game of the week for me. But
it's
important for the Colts.
It's also a game where the Colts will – it will be some stupid way the Colts win this game.
Yeah, it's like the old Peyton Manning Colts against the Texans. No matter what would happen, the Texans could kick their ass for like 50 minutes, and then at the end, Sage Rosenfels would do a 780 helicopter, and it'd be a fumble 6, and the Colts would somehow manage to win. Colts are going to win this game.
Also, people who bet the over last time they played like 2 weeks ago probably have some Sunday scaries looking at this game because there were 2 points scored in the second half last time.
That
2 points.
That would be I.
2 points. All right, Patriots, Dolphins. Ooh, are we going to get a mayor's bet between Hank and Jake? Patriots, by the way, are 5-2 since 2013 going to Miami. Wouldn't it be funny if Cam Newton was like, he's the opposite of Tom Brady in pretty much everything because he's not good at playing football, but he's really good at going to Miami.
I can
like
run with
Bizarro
that.
World.
I can run with that.
Yeah, like it's Cam
The
Newton
Patriots
is
have
everything.
a lot of like end of the season wins against the Dolphins like built up that they need to cash in on.
Right,
Yeah,
and Cam Newton's
yes.
the guy. Like everything Tom Brady does well, Cam Newton doesn't, except then you reverse it for the going to Miami and winning.
How about this? How about if the Dolphins win, Hank, you have to give Jake your pants. You know, the pants? The conductor, the ones that looked like a clown, he broke out of jail. Jake, if you
Bob the
win,
Builder.
then you have
I get your glasses.
You get his tie. Jake's
his
like
tie.
the Jim Nantz style. Yeah,
All right.
tie for pants.
Ooh, yeah, we should do so tie and pants, but also why don't we do a little Syracuse and Duke? You could wear some Duke stuff, Jake. Hank, you could wear some Syracuse stuff.
I don't know if I could support Jim Boeheim.
Yeah.
For what he did.
Why not? Oh, what did he do?
Well,
Oh, come on.
Oh, you got hard.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. No.
Yeah.
Jake's not even
it
entertaining
happened,
that.
Jake. I mean, it
Yep.
did happen. It's something that happened. What were you gonna say, Bill?
I kind of want Hank to wear a suit.
Oh,
I've never seen Hank in a suit. I think it'd be hilarious.
I wore one for the draft.
You wore one
a few
for the
weeks ago.
Breeders' Cup
Well,
when
you-
Wes Welker didn't give us ecstasy.
You wore one.
I
from
wore one
the
for a
waist
wedding,
up.
and people, lost their shit. I broke the internet.
Yeah.
Tracy
all right.
McHanky.
So wait, so tie and pants,
Tie,
and then
pants.
Syracuse and Duke?
And who loser has to say the C word on Monday's show.
Yeah, actually, yeah, just do that. Loser has to swear on the show.
Deal. All right.
All right, perfect.
No.
Why?
I just can't.
No, it's a bet.
Yeah.
It's a bet.
Okay, I think that it's.
I
Hank
don't
should
want
have
to go
wear
to the Puerto
the
Rican
suit and
League.
tie from the top up.
Puerto Rican League. All right.
Perdón mi toma.
I actually think the Patriots could win this game just because they have made no sense, and this would follow along with the lines of like losing to the Texans, beating the Cardinals, killing the Chargers, losing to the Rams very badly.
And the Ravens winning basically ended their playoff chances. So now that they're out of the playoffs, they'll show some life at the
They're
end of
not.
the season.
They're not totally out of the playoffs. Though.
They're pretty much
pretty much
all
pretty
intents
much.
and
Pretty
purposes.
much,
Out of the
but they're
playoffs.
not dead.
They not
and
only have
buried
to-
If the
yet.
Ravens lost, the path was there.
But they have to not only win their remaining games, but they need help too,
Right.
right?
All I know is
If the Ravens had lost, they had a path.
Belichick has an agenda for this game. I don't know what the agenda is, but he's clearly communicated it to Brian Flores. So whatever Bill Belichick wants to have happen, Flores will make happen during this game.
Yes, the Patriots have a 1% chance of making the playoffs. If they win out, it goes to a 9% chance.
Huge.
With nothing else
Yeah.
happening, with no one else, no other losses out there. So yeah, they and I think they would officially be eliminated if they lost.
Big new sponsor for the man in your life that's tough to shop for, especially if it's just yourself. Am I right, Hank? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking Trojan Tantrics. You've heard Hank talk about it. Hank has been preaching the gospel of Trojan Tantrics for months around the office.
It's the best.
Just trying to get everybody to try it, making everyone try it. Well, guess what? It's the real deal. The Trojan Tantrics pleasure sleeve. Masturbating for dudes has always been the same. There's got to be a better way. That's what I've always said, Hank.
There is.
There is a better way. As centuries pass, no one has dared to change the masturbation game for men. That is until now. Introducing the Trojan Tantrics pleasure sleeve. It's a handheld, soft-textured sheet. The new sex toy for the lads. The Tantrics pleasure sleeve is super. You gonna moan during this ad read?
That was a emphatic
I thought maybe you were sampling the product. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's super soft. It's textured. It's got ridges that lead to ultimate satisfaction. And since it fits in your hand, you already know how to use it. You just do what you would normally do, but the pleasure sheets are so much better than your bare hand. Mm-hmm. Get that full range of motion going so you can adjust your grip and pressure. Mix in some lube to really enhance the experience, even if you got small hands like Derek Carr. That's actually who we should be targeting with this ad, Hank, is we should be looking at all the quarterbacks with the tiniest hands. They probably need some help in the bedroom as well as in the film room. Well, guess what? Somebody send Derek Carr a pleasure sleeve. Send Jameis Winston a pleasure sleeve. Send Drew Lock a pleasure sleeve. Josh Allen doesn't need one. He's taken care of. So each pack comes with one sheet, so make sure that you buy multiple. You're not going to regret it. Stop jacking off the old-fashioned way. That's what I always say. The best part is each sheet is disposable, so when you're done, you just toss it in the trash. So make sure to get multiple sleeves so you don't run out. You're not going to regret it. Stop jacking off the old-fashioned way. That's what I say. With Trojan Tantrics, there's a better way to do it. So go to Amazon, Walmart, or Walmart.com and make masturbation so much more. We love the Trojan Tantrics pleasure sleeve. We love it here at Parma Take. You'll love it. Great stocking stuffer, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, Bears-Vikings. Speaking of playoffs,
Yep.
I'm all the way back in for Sunday.
Especially with a win.
So
it's not a pipe dream.
I have
It's
the
not
numbers.
a pipe dream at all.
If the Bears have a 20% chance to get to the playoffs right now, if they win this game against the Vikings, they have a 43% chance. If they win the following week against the Jags, it's now a 53% chance. if they win against the Packers, 90% chance. So if they win out, they have a 90% chance to go to the playoffs. This is the game, though. This is the elimination game because the Vikings are fighting. I am ready to get hurt again because I am in that dangerous territory where I actually think they can win this game, which means they will get fucking smoked. But here is what I have in my favor. A quote. He's kicked good this week. I talked to him a couple times this week about certain things. He's a very even-keeled guy that has a history of being a terrific kicker in this league. We're not going to dwell on it. Everybody else is, but we're not. That is Mike Zimmer, somehow, some way, keeping Dan Bailey as his kicker.
Mm-hmm.
How?
I think he hates him so much that he wants to torture him by keeping him around, and he loses all power over Dan Bailey the second that he cuts him. He can no longer hurt him once he's no longer under the purview of Mike Zimmer. So you keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And Mike Zimmer, like the Vikings are never going to have a good kicker. The Bears are never going to have a great kicker again.
They're never going to have a good quarterback.
Well,
you can say it.
Well, also, I mean, Robbie Gould was a great kicker. He's no longer there. But now it's not like, going into this stretch, you would put the expectation on the Bears to have the kicker that is liable to blow things at any minute.
Nope.
But not in this game. In this game, it definitely favors you.
Carlos Santos.
And after we recorded the show, it took a long time, but me and Big Cat did sit down, and we came up with a scenario where the Bears get in at 9-7 and play the football team.
Yes,
also at
9-7.
And if you want to see a mare's bet,
a lot of things have to
there's
happen.
are we playing the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, that too. Could meet you there.
So we got to start thinking about what that bet's going to be.
All right. So, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt, but I'm ready to get hurt because you know what? I don't care. It's the middle of December, and I'm excited for the Bears to play on Sunday after this season has been a roller coaster and a disaster, starting 5-1 and being here, whatever.
Can I give you an honest take about Mitchell?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
The Mitchell that I've seen the last couple weeks, in flashes, Mitchell Trubisky has been a meh quarterback.
Well,
he's been
So the key to the Bears having success on offense is playing against really bad defenses. It's pretty much just that.
Okay.
Matt Nagy has finally figured out the league. It is schedule only. Like next year, when the Bears AD does the schedule, they should be scheduling like North Texas. They should be scheduling Charlotte. Mm-hmm. They should be scheduling the Sisters of the Poor and not other NFL teams because then they'll look good.
Yeah,
It's tough to really take away anything from scoring 30+ on the Texans and the Lions. Let's just say that. I'm realistic about the Bears. The Vikings don't have a great defense, but when you actually think about it, they have done well against really bad defenses, which is okay, but they're not good.
Mitchell looks average, and that's like a super high compliment that I can pay to him.
Dave Montgomery.
I think it's kind of fucked up that Matt Nagy has BU on his play card. We don't talk about that enough. Mm-hmm. Like BU, that has got to be very confusing to look at. Like you're looking at past you telling future you to be you.
It should be yourself.
Be yourself. Be you. It's very, very confusing. Like you have to sit down and think about being you at that point, and you're not you when you're thinking about being you.
Not only that, but I would rather Matt Nagy be anyone but himself.
Yeah, be Andy Reid. Be Eric Bielema.
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy. What did I say?
Bielema.
Be Brett Bielema.
Nah, maybe not.
He's pretty
You'd
fat.
have to gain a lot of weight.
He's funny.
Yeah, be anyone but yourself. That really it should just have a list. Like, be Bill Walsh.
Yeah.
Why not? Just do it for a game. Okay.
He should just write "don't" in front of "bu."
Yeah, right. Not be you.
Simple fix.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Seattle, Washington football team. I got a stat for you, PFT. Russell Wilson versus top 13 pass defenses, 3-3 versus everyone else, 6-1. He has actually struggled against good defenses. The only thing that makes me nervous about this game is I don't know who's going to be playing quarterback for the Washington football team. And, yeah, that's bad.
I think it's Alex Smith. I think he's going to play, which is concerning to me. And it would not be the worst thing if we lost this game, if the football team lost this game, because as long as we take care of business for the rest of the season, we'll probably be okay. And Seattle coming to D.C. doesn't usually work out well if you're in Raljon. I don't love the football team, and this week I like them. I like the football team. I don't love them. If that same defense that we saw last week comes out, then yeah, we obviously have an opportunity to beat anybody. if we get to Russell Wilson like we were getting to Nick Mullins. But if we get to Russell Wilson like we got to Nick Mullins, guess what? We still have to deal with Russell Wilson not being Nick Mullins at that point.
Yep.
So the chance of him fumbling twice and throwing a bunch of interceptions, probably less likely than Nick Mullins doing it. I am believing. I'm already believing. I'm 100% in. That front four, if you're going to use all your first-round draft picks, it's probably better to do it all on the defensive side of the ball than go like the Falcons and have all first-round picks on the offensive side. Because if you load up on defense, you can still have a pathetic offense and people will respect you.
Win a few games.
Because you're like, they're hard-nosed. Baldy
It's tough to beat them.
freak out about
Hard
you.
out.
Yeah, we're a hard out. Whereas if you're good on offense and extremely soft on defense, you get no respect.
I have a bad stat for you. Every Sunday night when we leave the studio, I do a quick look at the lines and do gut reactions. My gut said Washington football team plus 5.5 is the easiest bet in the world.
I don't like that.
That's a bad stat for you, PFT.
I hate that. I hate
it is
how
the
much
most
you like it.
like a public dog, because my brain is very public in the initial reaction. If sometimes I can get myself off thinking the way the public does after like a lot of hard work and really thinking about these things, but the initial gut reaction was Washington football team, load up, back up the Brinks trucks, 5.5 is too much. That's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, we
problem.
did see the Giants go into Seattle a couple weeks ago and beat them there. So
There you go.
It could happen. It could happen. 5.5 seems like too many. I agree. So I like it. I don't love it. Football team is going to play team football. You know what I thought? Here's kind of a high idea that I had when I took a muscle relaxer last night. It'd be funny if people started inserting the word football like we do for the New York Football Giants. The Washington football team. I think that'd be a fun thing to do.
Okay. We should do it.
I think it's a fun thing to do. Washington football team.
Yeah.
The Washington football team football club.
And just keep saying
Just
it.
keep it going.
All right, Jags Ravens.
Okay, you don't like it. That's fine.
No,
it's
I
a
mean, it was
muscle
a high
relaxing
idea.
idea.
So yeah, it's
I think it's got legs.
we just keep adding footballs.
Just add footballs to it. And we do need to figure out what a logo for the team's going to be.
Yeah.
I think it should be a football made out of football players. So it's actually like a football that is a football team.
I like that.
Team football.
I like that. Jags Ravens. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, Ravens just beat them and move on down the line. Move on down the line with this. Just do it. We don't care. This is a game that we will probably forget about in the red zone. Now, the afternoon slate. This is a problem, guys, because we not only have 3 games, but one of them stinks out loud. The Jets being a third of our afternoon football is a big time problem. So the Jets and Rams, I guess the Jets are fun to watch because it's like, how bad can it get?
I want to see them lose in new and entertaining ways. But the problem is the Jets don't lose in new and entertaining ways. They lose 40-3 after scoring a field goal in the first 2 minutes.
Right.
And then they get blown out. So I'd like to find you know what I'm just going to do? I'm going to bet the over in this game, and it'll be on the side.
Yep.
And I won't have to waste any mental capital paying attention to it. Just put the over on there and just have it humming in the background like white noise.
And this is a game that last week we had the same thing where you're going to go into Sunday being like, well, no team in the NFL should be 17.5-point dogs. The Jets should be. So don't trick yourself. We all do it. I'll probably do it. I'll probably bet the Jets, but don't do it.
It's fun.
But don't do it.
Yeah.
It's fun for like the first quarter because you're covering.
Yeah.
And then it's
You feel
really bad because
you actually feel like a genius in that first quarter. You're like, everyone out there thinks that the Jets are so bad.
Right.
Guess what? These guys get paid too. These guys are professionals too. And then
playing
they
for
lose,
the tape.
Then they lose by 50.
Right, and as soon as they get out of the number, you're screwed because they can never get back in it. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as this game is 21-3, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. All right, Eagles, Cardinals, Jalen Hurts. Did you see Doug Peterson, by the way, was like, we're going to look at the tape and assess if Jalen's still our starter?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just addicted to, like, fucking with his starters.
Yeah, well, he said basically that Jalen Hurts was starting a week before he was actually the starter.
Right.
Like, he won't answer a straight question of whether Carson Wentz was going to be playing. And, yeah, it can't be fun to play for a guy like that.
Yes. And I mean, Carson Wentz, what cool plays is Doug Peterson going to draw up for Jalen Hurts? Because it's been pointed out, but Doug Peterson was great with Nick Foles. He has one game with Jalen Hurts, but it looked pretty good. And for some reason, with Carson Wentz, they just don't work together.
Yeah, I think that if you're a defense, what Doug Peterson's trying to do is play mind games with his opponent. Be like, who are they going to game plan for? Carson Wentz or Jalen Hurts? You probably draw up the exact same game plan. And the bonus with Carson Wentz is he's probably going to fumble the ball at least twice and throw you a couple picks. Jalen Hurts might not do that. Jalen Hurts is right now a turbo version of what Carson Wentz was trying to do.
Yes.
So I think the game plan doesn't really matter if you're drawing up what your matchups are going to look like, if it's going to be Jalen Hurts or Carson Wentz.
Yes. By the way, we totally forgot the 49ers in Dallas. That's my fault. 49ers in Dallas, whatever.
Well, it's a game that it'll take you back to the mid-'90s.
I just think,
imagine that it's
yes.
1995, the Simpsons are still funny, Bill Clinton's president, and everything's hunky-dory in the world.
Everything's great, and Kyle Shanahan is way better than Mike McCarthy as a coach.
Yes.
So just remember that when you bet on this game.
Say
that to yourself over and over.
How many Kyle Shanahans do you think could fit inside one Mike McCarthy? I think 3.5.
Yeah, easily.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy, he looks like, if I didn't know who Kyle Shanahan's dad was, I'd say Mike McCarthy looks exactly like Kyle Shanahan's dad.
Mike McCarthy's going to die from how tight his mask is, and then we're going to call it a COVID death.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And his mask is not only super tight, but it covers percentage-wise the highest portion of his face of any NFL coach.
Yes.
He looks like Sub-Zero.
It's glued on. It actually looks like, remember when when Sports Illustrated was like, hey, let's sell even more magazines to horny middle-aged guys. Let's paint on the bikinis.
Yeah.
So you can almost see that it's porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's his mask is literally painted on.
You remember when Sports Illustrated tried to get a little more inclusive with the swimsuit edition, and they're like, we're going to try to be less sexist this year. What can we do to make it less misogynist? I know. Let's have athletes' wives posing in swimsuits. That'll
baby.
tie it back into sports. That was good, by the way. I mean, Phil Mickelson's wife was.
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of
Roger Clemens' wife. She was.
It was a
nice
big day
picture.
in the late '90s because that was basically all you got was Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, you go into the bathroom and Pops is
good
like,
time.
"Wow, little PFT really loves that Rick Riley column."
Mm-hmm. All right, Chiefs Saints. Our best stat that we thought of last year is still holding true. Patrick Mahomes, indoor cat, not an outdoor cat. Indoors, he's 0-3 against the spread. 0-3 against the spread.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
And is Drew Brees going to come back with his 11 McRibs in his sternum?
Probably.
We don't know.
Probably.
But I think
Many ribs.
I think that if Drew Brees comes back, I think it's probably the Saints really don't gain that much from having Drew Brees with like a flexible intestinal cavity over having a fully bodied Taysom Hill out there.
He's going to come back. His ribs are going to be healed. But guess what isn't? His shoulder injury. Mm-hmm. Because he forgot to tell the doctor about that.
Yeah.
He's like, Doc, my ribs are fucked up. And they've only been looking at his ribs.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what the end game was for the shoulder. So the rib injury, the 11 rib injury was fake because his shoulder was going to need time to heal.
No. His shoulder, he can't throw deep anymore, period. But his shoulder is hurt. He can't throw deep anymore, even worse. So it's like his game is so limited that defenses can plan for him being like, this guy's shoulder's shot. We don't have to guard anything. They reverse it. We're like, it's the ribs. His shoulder's fine. So once the ribs are good, he'll be good to go. Just watch. Just watch Drew Brees trying to throw it deep. Can't do it.
I just wish that his ribs should have been made out of the same thing as his neck was when he took that hit from the Niners. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The all-time stretchy Gumby neck.
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah. Something, I guess his ribs are cartilage, and then it turns to bone around his heart.
Right. All right, Sunday Night Football, Browns and Giants, Freddie Kitchens revenge game.
Well, this is the ultimate revenge game.
Yeah, and Colt McCoy.
No, down the list.
Yeah.
You start at the top in this game. Stefanski and Judge went to high school with each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're going to get beaten over the head with that shit on Sunday night. Get ready for some old photos from the yearbook. Get ready for some old superlatives, some practice footage. So Stefanski and Judge obviously both went to high school in Philadelphia because every NFL coach is from Pennsylvania.
Every college coach from Ohio, every NFL coach from Pennsylvania.
So that's Stafford Kershaw stuff right there. And then you've got Freddie Kitchens' revenge game. You've got Odell Beckham revenge game. He's not playing. You got Colt McCoy revenge game. You got Jabril Peppers revenge game. And you have there's one more.
Line.
What's the other
Line.
revenge? There's another one here. Basically, it's
Line.
like It's
Line.
like Game of Thrones. It's just incestuous. The Browns tried to kill somebody on the toilet last week.
Yep. Freddie Kitchens, though, revenge game. Like, the fact that we get to see Freddie Kitchens' face in the cold, being Freddie Kitchens, God damn it, this is going to be great. Mm-hmm. God damn it, is this going to be great.
It favors the Browns, though. They're mutters, and it's going to be like 40 degrees and rainy in New York.
Yep.
And Browns, they've got experience in that weather.
Yes. Wait, is it actually going to be that?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, yes. God damn it.
So we got to bet. We got to bet on the Browns then.
Yeah. Have to.
I'll say as a football.
Say Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Yes, Jabril Peppers.
As a football team fan, I hope that Jason Garrett makes 100% recovery
That's nice.
from COVID.
That's
I
nice.
want to see him on the sidelines for the next 25 years calling plays for
Nice.
the Giants. So please get well soon, Jason.
And I don't know. Is Colt McCoy play? So Colt McCoy is playing.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
so Daniel Jones, Joe Judge, you officially made a terrible mistake having Daniel Jones on one leg out there last week. Hopefully Colt McCoy can fix that.
Well, they got around that by saying like Daniel Jones had a new injury.
Re-injured,
after-
re-aggravated.
Yeah, he was not ever aggravated to begin with.
Got it.
But yeah,
Okay.
Colt McCoy, I'm going with the Browns. The weather is really what's pushing me over the top.
Yeah, this is going to be it's going to be an ugly game, I feel like. Maybe I'll just take the under. Sunday night unders feel like they hit. All right, that is... Oh, I have my Can't Lose Parlay. You ready
Olivier
for it?
Vernon.
There you go.
Olivier Vernon revenge
There
game.
it is.
That's what I was thinking about. Thanks, Jake. Hank, cut out that 7 seconds of delay where I was trying to think of Olivier Vernon's name.
Line.
No.
Okay, let's see.
While you're looking up the Can't Lose Parlay, we've got a new bet in the Barstool Sportsbook, the Tractorcito 2K bet. Mm-hmm. If Tractorcito hits 2,000 yards on the season, you bet yes. I think it pays out plus 270. And Derrick Henry is playing a pretty doable schedule. He's got the Lions. I think he's got the Packers. And
Easy.
I think the last game is against the
Someone in the division.
line
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
There it is. All right, Can't Lose Parlay. I'm dipping into Saturday. Dipping into college football.
Texans week 17.
I'm dipping into college football. I'm dipping into Saturday. We're gonna lay a base on Saturday, and then Sunday's gonna be nice and easy. It's Bama minus 6.5. They're gonna fucking kill Florida. Packers minus 2.5. They will kill the Panthers, unfortunately. And then on Sunday, it's Titans minus 2.5. Ravens minus 2.5. That's gonna pay like plus 200 plus. It's a 2-day Can't Lose Parlay. What could go wrong?
I like it.
What could go wrong?
Nothing. It can't
Nothing.
lose.
It cannot lose. Billy, you got anything?
Pardonmytake.net for the spreadsheet.
I can't believe you
Bets.
made it that website.
How many websites do you control the
7.
domains for?
You own all these websites.
You own half the internet.
I own 7 websites.
Yeah, you're
As
a
a
real
website
estate
owner.
mogul.
Pardonmytake.net. It's crashed.
What?
Oh my God, this is Billy's budget betting. This is such a ridiculous.
If you're on a budget.
I'm getting some big time
Actually,
Bitcoin
the-
2 gen vibes
the
out
new-
of this.
The new
Payout
one
versus
isn't up.
outcomes. And what?
This isn't the new one. That's the old one.
This is the old one.
I'm
There,
working on
this
the new
is
one.
the most. Where do you even look on this website?
I'm actually going to make it a little more easier to understand.
Well,
But it's
legitimately?
up
anything you do
it's
will
up
make it easier to
200
understand.
It's up $200
Is this
over the past
HTML?
4 weeks.
Oh my
Java.
God, Billy!
This is a disaster.
You never actually looked
How
at
many
it?
different font sizes
No, we
do
didn't
you
look.
use
It's
on
actually
this
the only
page?
thing that's been winning.
Also,
on
the
show,
color
just for the
scheme
record.
is just
So you win like
a
$1.
disaster. Yeah, he wins like
yeah, but
he
over
roots
the
for every
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
game.
Over the past 4 weeks, if you start with $100, you'd have $300 now.
Okay,
That's not true.
That's
It is
not
true.
No chance.
It is true.
Also,
Check out Billy
300?
sheets.
Billy, do you know
You'd have
anything
300
about
plus
the tout business?
200 that you won plus the 100 you started
Billy,
with. It's
don't
actually
say that
been
you
working.
start with
It has been lucky.
$100. Say if you start with $1 million, you'd be up.
Yeah, well,
$2
if
million.
you we're on a budget here. Not all of us are
1-800
big ballers.
gambler if you got a problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
how you just fucked up the entire format of this website so that you could include a graph that shows the line going up.
yeah. My eyes hurt.
No, that
looking at
graph
this.
just shows the amounts of the outcomes. Go to the second page. You'll see
Okay.
that.
Second page is just as jarring.
Sheet 3.
And the third page is even the worst. The third page is just a bunch of numbers.
How come it goes sheet 1 and then the second page is sheet 3?
Well,
and then the
because
third page is sheet 2.
It's just where the codes draw from.
Okay.
But by the time you listen to this, it should be up on pardonmytake.net.
And it won't look any better than this.
It will.
So the could happen, just in case. Statistical
It's the only thing that's
analysis,
been-
top hinge
Okay.
duo,
Okay,
and bottom
you
hinge
can make
duo.
fun of it, but
I'm not.
it's
I'm
been
reading it
winning
for the people.
for the past week.
I'm reading it for the people.
4 weeks.
Billy, I love this parlay.
We'll get it.
You tell me
Which
and I'll
one?
load it up. All of them.
It's. I actually haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
But partmytake.net by tomorrow.
All right, let's do Fantasy Lads.
The Fantasy Lad Boys.
The Fantasy Lad Boys. And then actually we're going to do Andy Staples first, and then we'll have Tiffani Theissen. Great interview with Tiffani Theissen. Awesome interview.
Who's that, mate?
Let's do it, mate.
Who's Tiffani Theissen?
Proper legend.
She's a
She's a
frickin-
bird from
Yeah.
the 90s, right?
Bird you'd like to shag.
I love that. All right, boys. My name's Shelby Eisenhower.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Shelby.
My
For Shelby
stardom
Eisenhower.
is beans, French fries on a piece of toast for lunch.
Oh, that's what I call good eating.
Nice.
Throw out the fish and chips. This is the Creole traditional meal. We call it the Old Faithful. I saw a pic on Twitter and I was like, my mouth started watering. I was like, damn, those beans look good.
Water up proper, like the fucking British channel.
Beans
Love
and
it.
French fries, mate.
Beans, a magical fruit. The
My-
more you eat, the more you toot.
My sitting is Boba Fett. He's dead.
Bubba?
Nerd.
He kicked the dirt, bruv. He's dead.
Was that some Star Trek analogy?
Fucking six,
No, it's like
he's
the
6 meters
Fuck outta
deep.
here.
The original actor is dead, so, you know, rest in Liverpool, mate.
Oh, fuck.
Rest in peace. Right.
And my sleeper
Hey, Jude.
Very sad.
Speaking of Liverpool,
Very sad.
is
Don't
anyone
don't make
who's
it bad.
take a good
Song and make it better. Remember to let it into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Better, 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 better.
And my sleeper is anyone who's ever been in a
Na,
Spider-Man.
na, na,
Na na na.
Hey, Jude. Jude, Jude, Jude.
Na 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 na. Oi.
Na, 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 na. Hey, Jude.
Anyway, my sleeper is anyone who's ever been in a Spider-Man movie ever.
Ever?
There's so many rumors. If you've been in a Spider-Man movie, you're rumored to be in Spider-Man 3.
Free.
So good for you.
Good
1,
for
2,
you.
3.
1, 2, 3.
That's a lot of quid.
3.
Spider-Man Zed.
All right, what you got?
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. Drinking a whiskey drink, right? I'm starting. What's up, fuckheads? This is
And a lager drink.
Prince fucking Harry. I'm starting Yannick and Ngakwe. Everybody get out there, get out to vote for Yannick and Ngakwe for Pro Bowl. Plug, plug.
Yannick.
You get Yannick and Ngakwe to Pro Bowl, right? Jaguars get a better pick. The
Oh,
London Jaguars
nice.
get a better pick next
Nice.
year. But my
That's our
London
team.
Jaguars better pick in the draft, ain't it? I'm sitting Russia. The country of Russia. They've been banned for 2 years from the Olympics for using their name.
'em.
Fuck off, Russia.
Fuck 'em,
You
no
can't
wankers.
even use your fucking name in the Olympics.
Fucking
You're the
Ruskies.
fucking new R words. The Russian Washington football team is what I call you.
No, the Russian Washington football team.
Football club, innit? Lick on
Innit.
me bullets, Russia. My sleeper, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs played last night, right? So he played very well. Sleeping, he's a fucking twat. He's been chuffing around on the Instagram stories. He owes Matthew Berry and Matthew Berry's disciples proper for his misuse of Instagram stories last week. If you're going to act like a tot, we're going to put you in a pie, Josh Jacobs. That's what we say. Congratulations on putting up proper numbers on Thursday Night Football, innit?
Right.
Oi.
All right. I'm William Football. My
Hey, William.
stardom is James Harden. That fat fuck looks like he's had too many meat pies in the off-season. Right.
The bangers and the mash, innit?
Right. You fat fuck.
Toad in the hole.
Yeah. Look at when your lad gets fat like that, your crew gotta set him proper.
You gotta have a word with your mate and
Yep.
say, maybe take off the whiskey drink and the lager drink,
And-
stick to the
yeah.
cider drink and the vodka drink.
Breakfast.
My sim is Tottenham, still Tottenham. They fucking suck. Top of the table, my ass. That's day dodging trophies.
Fucking cunts.
My
Relegate
sleeper
that
is
bitch off.
snow. I fucking forgot how shite snow is. It's also wet.
Snow's a bit shy.
It is real shite.
Get you real popped up off though before the match, eh?
Get
Yeah.
chopped off, right?
All right.
Hi, it's Zachary Abercrombie. My stardom, my stardom is Mike Gesicki. My situm is
No reason.
what?
No reason
Mike
for Mike
Gesicki.
Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki, Sicky.
Oh,
He's
okay.
sicky with the
Well,
footy.
that's a reason.
He's in the footy.
That's a reason, isn't
Like,
it?
you know what American foot is? It's your hand. Get it? Football.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, because I fight with the hand.
Yeah.
My stidham is relegation. Relegation is an English word that's been thrown
Well,
around
we're
by
British, so
English
why you
people.
gotta explain to us, you fucking bollocks?
Stidham is regulation. That socks to my sleepers chamomile tea.
Chamomile tea, yeah.
Chamomile tea.
Give
It's English.
Give the Sandman
Okay.
the business with some chamomile tea.
Respectable.
All right. Fantasy lads. It's great to do a sing-along. Feels good always to do a sing-along. James Harden, that was a bad picture.
Fat boy.
That was a fat boy. Fat boy, wait till tomorrow.
He it might have been a bad angle, but I choose not to look at any more angles of James Harden pictures. It's like the Eddie Lacy effect that we had from a couple years ago. I choose to believe that James Harden is fat, and I say more power to him. The eating your way out of town is a move that's it's underused, and if all else fails and you want to be traded, just put on a shitload of weight until people are embarrassed of you. And then guess what? You can always lose the weight later.
He is the top guy. If you said to yourself, who are the guys that would just get super fat and demand a trade? It's basically James Harden and Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
That's 1 and 2. You can maybe change them 2 and 1, whatever it is, but they say, trade me. Oh, you're not going to trade me? Okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to get super fat and then probably get injured, and then you're stuck with my fat ass.
But you know what? James Harden was in the bubble for, not that long because the Rockets stink and got bounced. But he was in the bubble, and once you get out of that environment, of course you're going to eat a little bit more.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to enjoy the fruit. It's like getting out of prison. Oh, I don't just have to eat nothing but dry tuna fish sandwiches. Yeah, I'm going to eat lasagna every single night like I'm Garfield and it's a Monday in perpetuity. So, yeah, fuck it. James Harden, good on you, getting fat. I just love the phrase "eating your way out of town."
Yes, he is doing it.
Yeah,
he is doing
just
it.
macking his way to the East Coast.
Yes. All right, let's get to a little college football championship weekend preview with our friend Andy Staples. Before we do that, though, PFT, what are you going to drink on Saturday while watching college football?
You know what I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink Elijah Craig. I might, plot twist, record scratch, I might drink Elijah Craig tomorrow and on Saturday.
Nice.
Because we're drinking some eggnog tomorrow. It's Gentleman's Fridayist, and we're going to be drinking some Elijah Craig with some eggnog. You can mix eggnog with anything, but it's always best with Elijah Craig. I like drinking my Elijah Craig barrel proof on the rocks. I like drinking it neat. It will give you a little hello, how's your father? It'll wake you up. It's got a little spice, might sting you a little bit, but it'll put some hair on your chest, let you know you're alive, and it'll taste great, especially around the holiday times. If you're looking for something great to bring to your next holiday party, look no further than Elijah Craig small batch bourbon. Jake, did you have any of that Elijah Craig?
No, but I will be this weekend.
Yeah, dip into it. I want to see, Jake, your reaction to taking a big swig of Elijah Craig neat.
I'll put it on Twitter.
Yeah, get the reaction. I want to see how Jake handles that.
Yeah, thank you for the Elijah Craig.
Of course. Billy, would you like some?
No.
You were trying to think of an excuse for why you couldn't have Elijah Craig.
No,
You should think of an excuse for why you should be drinking Elijah Craig.
Yeah,
I will drink. Okay, I'll drink a shit ton of Elijah Craig.
There we go.
No, responsible drinking.
Responsibly.
Yeah, it's the best small batch bourbon in America, according to the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. It's delicious, and if you're new to bourbon or if you're an avid fan, you can't go wrong with a bottle of award-winning Elijah Craig. Or it can be a great gift, and if it's for you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Pick up a few bottles today. Share the greatness within all season long. Whether it's the standard Elijah Craig, that's great for an old-fashioned or for a Manhattan, or if it's the barrel proof, which is something that you should be enjoying in small doses, but enjoying it slowly and with a lot of pleasure, go for that barrel proof. It's strong stuff. It'll hit you, but it'll make you feel great. It'll make you feel warm. Nothing better than Elijah Craig when there's snow on the ground. Check it out, Elijah Craig. Part of my take is brought to you by Elijah Craig, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 47% alcohol by volume. Elijah Craig reminds you to think wisely and drink wisely. And now, here's Andy Staples.
Okay, we now welcome on a good friend of the show, recurring guest, Andy Staples. You can find him at Andy_Staples. You can find his writing on The Athletic. He also has the Andy Staples Show with Friends, which is a great podcast art.
How come we've never been on that show, Andy?
We're not friends.
Are we not friends?
Yeah, we're not friends.
Well, we're trying to launch the Friends, but you guys are welcome anytime you want. In fact, you have now made a huge mistake.
God damn
because
it.
now I'm going to text you every time I can't.
I got
think of a guess.
mousetrapped.
I
I
want it.
mousetrapped myself.
I don't want it because you're going to tell me the Rose Bowl doesn't matter, and I don't want to get into that.
It's actually a great strategy
Listen,
on your
the Rose
part.
Bowl is a perfectly nice place to watch a football game.
I don't want to hear
But
this.
national championships matter.
Yes, they do. All right, I have a lame take for you going into college football championship Saturday that will probably piss some people off of some fan bases, but that's what college football is about. But I am, for the first time going into championship Saturday, I am rooting against chaos. I do not want any chaos. I think the best 4 teams are very clearly Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. I do not want to talk about trash Texas A&M and their only good win being against Florida. I don't want to talk about Iowa State losing by 17 to Louisiana. I like Cincinnati. I've been repping Cincinnati. I don't think they're one of the best 4 teams. I don't want chaos. Is that too lame to even say out loud?
That was pretty much the entirety of my Tuesday night show after the rankings came out. We kept talking about it, and we were like, are we saying we want chalk? Because that feels like a bad thing to say. That feels like a stupid thing to say, because what's better than a chaos-filled championship Saturday? I mean, I remember James Brown and roll left to beat Nebraska in the first Big 12 championship game. K-State beating Oklahoma in that Big 12 game. Just Michigan State beating Ohio State, the pizza scene on the golf cart after that. I mean, that's the sort of thing you want out of a championship Saturday, but you're absolutely right. You don't want that this time, because that's a really nice playoff. Think about those TV matchups.
Yes.
Like we're not programmers, but Bama, Ohio State. Now I think some stuff like 3 and 4 might find their way to get changed a little bit. So maybe you get Bama, Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State.
How pissed would Notre Dame
would be so mad.
That would suck for Notre Dame fans if they were undefeated all year, beat Clemson in the regular season, play in a championship game, which they don't want to do because they don't want to be in a conference, and then end up drawing Bama on the playoff, Saturday or whenever it's played. That would suck for them.
It would. But for us to not have to watch the third installment unless it's the national championship game, it would be wonderful. I'm not saying they should just flip those around if they want to, but they should flip those around if they want to.
The ultimate chaos scenario would be for Notre Dame to beat Alabama, and then for Clemson to beat Ohio State, and then for Clemson to beat Notre Dame in the championship game. That would be ultimate chaos when it comes to like rooting for a little bit of Notre Dame pain to get you through the wintertime.
Oh, that would be tremendous. The ultimate chaos scenario, though, I think is not – well, it's pretty far-fetched. Okay. Notre Dame beating Clemson is not that far-fetched. We've seen it happen once. So if that happens, somebody else is getting in, whether that's Texas A&M. Well, it's Texas A&M probably, as long as they beat Tennessee, because I just can't imagine – like Iowa State sitting there at 6, but even if they beat Oklahoma, are you going to put the team that lost to the Raging Cajuns in the playoff?
Wouldn't it be Oklahoma, though? Wouldn't Oklahoma – Iowa State being 6 – is the fuel to get Oklahoma all the way up?
I thought about that as the Oklahoma catapult. I just don't think they're thinking about it that way.
But as soon as Kirk Herbstreit,
that would be Oklahoma's best win.
As soon as Kirk Herbstreit, I like Kirk, got in front of the TV on Tuesday night, I think it was, and being like, Oklahoma's playing better than they have played in the last 5 years. I was like, something's up. This smells right now. They're already starting the Oklahoma is in contingency because they don't want to have A&M go to the playoff and score 7 points and get their fucking ass kicked.
But here's my question. If you're going to do that, why wouldn't you just make it USC? They're undefeated like Ohio State is. And if they beat Oregon, they're still undefeated. Now, look, I've watched every USC game. I watched every blessed minute of the Arizona State game and the Arizona game. As an old person, I love that they have a kicker named Parker Lewis, who apparently cannot lose. But I can't see this team playing as Alabama.
Right.
Like, it would be a bloodbath.
Right.
But if you're going to make a contingency plan, at least make it that one, not a team that's lost to Iowa State and K-State already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we'd all be rooting a little bit harder for the chaos scenario if USC was further up there. It's looking at A&M and being like, if this is our option, then just give me normalcy. We've had enough chaos surrounding this season. I'll take watching Christmas Story 7 times on Christmas Day, and then the 4-team matchup of Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State in the playoffs. Give me a little slice of normalcy.
That is our Red Ryder BB gun. Absolutely.
Yes. I just I can't stand. I feel like A&M is not that good. I just really don't think they're that good. They've struggled with some bad SEC teams, and that does matter to me. I know that's not how the committee always looks at it, but the argument is Ohio State hasn't played enough games. I get that. But when they have played bad teams, they've kicked the shit out of them, and that matters to me.
Right.
Like, that should matter, whereas A&M beat Vanderbilt by 5. They beat Mississippi State by 14. They were a pick-6 drop away from Auburn beating them. Not a good Auburn team. So I just think A&M has not been as impressive as some of the other teams that we're talking about.
I'm going to let you take this up with Casey Smith because I'm sure
yes. No, she's mad.
You've heard plenty about the Aggies in the office. But, yeah, I'm with you on that. The thing is, I think A&M has one path and one path only, and that is Alabama clobbers Florida and Notre Dame beats Clemson. But the thing is, if Notre Dame does beat Clemson, I think they're going to be in. I think A&M would be in because I just can't picture who else they put in. Or now here's my question. We talked about this the other night, and I struggled with this one because we're solely basing this on the eye test this year. I mean, look, there's no non-conference really, except that we know that the Sun Belt is better than the Big 12. You've got to go all eye test. So if you're just using the eye test, 2-loss Clemson with 2 losses to Notre Dame versus 1 loss A&M.
Mm-hmm. Dabo's got you compromised. This is you are reading Dabo's script. Dabo has a script on Saturday
Clemson
night.
Is out.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you right now, if I asked you guys, or if I asked somebody who makes the number, who's better, Clemson or Texas A&M? You know what they're going to say?
Of course, Clemson will be favored. But
this is the sheet that Dabo's going to. He has. It's like a break glass in case of an emergency. If he loses to Notre Dame somehow on Saturday night, his SID will hand him this sheet of paper, and it will be all the talking points you just said.
All of a sudden,
100%.
Dabo will become
but he'll do it.
Big gambler guy.
Yeah,
he'll become like the biggest believer in Las Vegas.
No, he'll do that
for one night and one night only.
He'll do the. I think he did this. Was it? It might have been Dabo who did it. It might have been Saban. No, it was Kirby Smart. Yeah, it was Kirby Smart where he said, ask them who they'd rather play, where that becomes the thing. Like, hey, ask Saban if he'd rather play Clemson or Texas A&M. That should be the deciding factor.
This has always been my thing. You've got to have this method of choosing number 4 if you don't know who number 4 is.
Yeah.
You kidnap the coach of the number 1 seed. Like, as soon as the committee goes through, the way they do the rankings, it's like 1 through 3, and then they move on to 3 through 6. So as soon as they got 1 through 3, and they've got, Alabama at number 1, you press the button, and the team swoops in and grabs Nick Saban. They inject him, and I'm sure there's some sort of formula that requires you to tell the truth.
Oatmeal cream pies directly to
the weather. Yeah, that's right. Little Debbie cake and a Coke.
Yep.
And you say, Coach Saban, we're trying to choose between Ohio State and Texas A&M. Who would you like to play? And he's, kind of gorked down. He's like, give me the Aggies. And you go, all right, Ohio State's number 4. Done. It's the easiest way.
Yeah, I like it too. The only thing is, like, he is so far into his own coach speak, coach brain, that he would probably say the team that he would rather not play as being the team that he would rather play against because
he's going to outthink the room.
Nick Saban can outthink a lie detector test. I'm 100% certain about that.
Yes.
But I do agree. So I want it to remain in this top 4. However, it would be funny to see Dabo freak out if he got leapfrogged, if Clemson dropped out. That's the only part that
Dabo has gone from this sympathetic figure, former Alabama walk-on, folksy aw shucks, to basically the captain of Star Killer Base, Grand Moff Dabo, and nobody gives him any sympathy anymore. He has no sympathy, but he thinks he's still that same guy from a few years ago. So he will turn on the aw shucks as soon as that happens, and it's not going to land the way he thinks it will.
Yeah, and he's a great coach, and he deserves everything that he's like. Obviously, very, very good at what he does. But it gives me an enormous amount of joy to see him struggle to figure out reasons why he's being slighted week in and week out.
It is amazing because it was so easy for so long because you had Alabama and everybody was saying, Alabama's the best team. the way Clemson beat Alabama in that national title game after the 18 season, because that Alabama team looked invincible and Clemson just crushed them. Now we can only think of Clemson as a team that could potentially crush everyone.
Yeah.
So he can't ever play that card again. He has screwed himself out of that.
Mm-hmm. So here's one that I had this discussion earlier this week, and I know the answer to it, but it doesn't sit right with me. Florida beats Alabama. Alabama's probably still in. Does that make any sense to you? That makes no sense from just a going forward. That's never happened. A team loses the conference championship.
It actually happened in the BCS era, where there were only 2 teams.
No, but hold on. But Kansas State didn't go to the national championship game.
But Oklahoma did.
Right. But I'm saying Florida would not, most likely, and Bama would. So, all right, so throw this out there. Florida wins.
Yeah.
Clemson beats Notre Dame. Ohio State trucks Northwestern. Who are the 4 teams?
Yep. So I thought this through. And initially I was like, okay, well, that's easy. Alabama's still in, and then A&M gets in because A&M beat Florida.
Right.
But then I'm thinking, wait a second. Now you have a situation where all 3 of them beat each other.
Yes.
Where Bama beat A&M beat Florida, and Florida beat Alabama. That's very similar to the 2008 Big 12 South scenario. The difference is that Florida has that loss to LSU sitting in there too. But I think the committee, which the only thing they've ever been consistent about is they like good wins, which is one of the reasons I think Iowa State is where they are, because they have a really good win against Oklahoma. But what would be the best win anybody had? Florida over Alabama. So I think they would just pick who they think are the 2 best teams out of Florida, Alabama, and A&M and put those teams in. And
you're saying Ohio State would be out?
Florida or A&M. They both have weak spots. And so I'm just thinking, through this here, if they just saw Florida beat Alabama, that recency bias may kick in and they go like, okay, well, we think Florida and Alabama are the best 2 of those 3, so they're in.
So Ohio State would be out, you'd say?
No, Ohio State would.
So that's my point is if Florida beats Alabama.
Oh, yeah. No, Ohio State
yeah,
you're right. Ohio State would be out in that scenario.
Okay, so then that would be the death of the college football playoff because it would be the ACC, SEC Invitational.
Yes.
Okay.
And if it winds up being that way, whether Ohio State, even if it's Northwestern winning in an upset and knocking Ohio State out, if it's an ACC, SEC Invitational, we're going to see an 18 playoff sooner rather than later.
Okay,
Good.
so maybe that's the only chaos I'm rooting for.
So then that's what we should be rooting for, because I think everybody wants to get to 8 eventually. Right?
I disagree, Andy. I think they would go Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. They would basically keep it that, and it would be wrong because Florida would have just beaten them, and that's where it would sit wrong is that
but is Florida deserving at that point? It's a good win, but lest we forget.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yes,
shoe.
I know.
The shoe
You
game.
throwing, losing to a team that you had no business losing to. I mean, that's got to matter too.
Right. So it's interesting because the point that you're bringing up, it's like Florida's best win would be over Alabama, but then that's also giving Alabama credit for being like, that's the best team and they beat them. So how can you say that Alabama shouldn't still be up there?
Right.
Because they're Florida's best
team,
win.
And the best team at that point is going to be whoever wins Clemson, Notre Dame, probably.
Right.
At least in their minds.
But okay, let's say, is there any possibility that the
way.
voters think to themselves, like, Florida, yes, they should have blown out LSU. They didn't. They lost because some guy threw a shoe. Can we just, in our own minds, when it comes down to nut cutting time, if Florida beats Alabama, can they think, let's just pretend that dude did not throw a shoe 20 yards down the field and pretend that was a win?
You know, they say that they take everything into account, like they take injuries into account. If they take shoe throwing into account, absolutely. And who knows, maybe some of them believe Dan Mullen. They believe it was a true football move.
Right.
So I got my shoe right here.
Uh-huh.
It's a size 13 Nike. It's not a size 14 like Marco Wilson threw. But I mean, like if it was a right shoe, if I'm not mistaken. It fits very comfortably in the palm of your hand. Like it wants to be thrown.
It does.
When you get it in your hand like this. So I really think maybe Dan Mullen was right. He was just acting on instinct.
And I think you should be allowed to throw a shoe. I don't think that it should be against the rules to throw a shoe of a person you just tackled if the shoe comes off during the form of the tackle.
What if you took the shoe off? Because it sort of was
That's
in the act
illegal.
of tackling that he pulled his shoe off.
I think as he's tackling, you should be allowed to pull the shoe as you're tackling. After you hit the ground and the whistle blows, you can't take the shoe off at that point. But if it's off, it's anyone's shoe. And it's whoever's first
So
to the shoe.
if there is an
gets to
immediate
determine its
recovery
destiny.
of the shoe, you're allowed to throw it
Yes.
as far as you want.
Immediate, indisputable
Okay.
recovery of the shoe. You can do whatever. You can put it anywhere you want. You can hide it.
If you holding the shoe survives contact with the ground,
Yes.
can you still throw it?
Yes. It's your possession. Absolutely. I don't know why you're not allowed to throw a shoe, honestly. No one's explained that to me yet. I'm supposed to
Well,
wake up in the morning
it's
knowing
delay of game.
that you
Game,
can't
yeah.
throw a shoe.
What if you need it for the next play?
Yeah,
That's part of the game.
It's like throwing the ball out of bounds, after a dunk, and then kicking the ball after you dunk it in basketball. That's the
Or Florida fans, as they know, Brandon Spikes had the interception return for a touchdown where he punted it into the stands.
Right.
I believe they threw a flag on that.
Delay a game.
Easy solve. The BCS, not the BCS, NCAA loves money. Have a shoe timeout,
Mm-hmm.
and you play a quick 20-second commercial. You come back. Whatever shoe company sponsors that team
It
gets
has
to have
to
an
be for the
ad,
brand of shoe that was thrown.
and then 20 seconds later you run the play. Everyone's happy.
Think about what Nike missed out on, by the way, because of that fog in Gainesville. Can you imagine the shot of the shoe just arcing through the air with that swoosh? It would have been like
Take
the,
it easy,
the
Ravel.
tournament the Tiger won, where you saw the Nike swoosh on the ball as it fell into the cup. It would have been perfect.
So you've
wait.
you've been Dabo and Ravel in this interview. Good job.
Oh God!
All right. Here,
My, my dream is to box Darren Ravel. By the way,
you should.
Billy wants to box Jake
Yes.
Paul. I want to box Ravel.
Yes.
I think that we could do it for charity. He could place a giant bet on it. He could hedge that bet if he wants to. But that's my dream. So, Darren, if you're listening, let's make this happen. Let's
He
do
is.
it. We
He
can do
always
MMA
is.
if you want to.
Yeah, he always is. Yeah, someone sends him
Yeah,
the clips.
someone clips it up. Yeah.
All right, here's another one for college for Championship Saturday. Is there any score that Clemson can beat Notre Dame by that would keep Notre Dame out?
I would think it would have to be like 4 touchdowns or more.
And yeah, so I was
It would
thinking
have to be
about
a
it.
lot.
And Notre Dame would have to basically score like 7 points because it does.
They'd have to look completely helpless. And I don't think Notre Dame's built like that. I think you look at the way they beat Clemson the first time, where they dominated both lines of scrimmage, they shut down Clemson's run game. That's the sort of thing that travels. There was nothing fluky about the win the first time. So that would really shock me if that was the result.
Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite non-big game this weekend?
Coastal Carolina, Louisiana. That game was unreal the first time. I'm gonna put this out here. I know he's not a fullback, but Coastal Carolina center Sam Thompson. He's 5'9", 290.
Yep.
If he is not the epitome of the low man trophy, I don't know what is.
Yeah, a center.
So I want him considered for that award this year.
Okay,
Whoa.
you tell you what, we're doing the voting next week, so we'll be in touch to get your final 3. Then we'll have a short list at that point.
Excellent.
And we'll
I
narrow it
appreciate
down. But as I'm going to make an executive decision and say yes, he can be
Beautiful.
I'm going to allow him into at least the short list for the low man trophy if he gets enough votes.
Did you watch the Coastal Troy game? I hate Coastal Carolina now. They went from
I did.
darlings. They went from darlings of college football to I hate these guys because what they did
By scoring in 35 seconds when they absolutely needed to?
No, Andy, by faking injuries for the entire second half of the game. They did it literally on Troy's last drive. You saw it.
It was fairly blatant.
It was
bad.
very blatant. Yes.
You got to do better than that. It's sort of like, wasn't it Cal a few years ago where you could actually see the assistant coach on the sideline?
Yes.
Get down. Get down.
Like, I was
it
so
was almost
mad.
like that. It was there was Landon Dickerson, the Alabama offensive lineman who flopped in the LSU game.
Yep.
It was sort of on that level of flopping.
Yes. And it was bad. I don't know. That bothered me because Troy was a live dog. They were doing well, and I just can't. That's Bush League stuff.
I will tell you, it bothered Coastal Carolina that they were playing Troy in the first place because Louisiana Lafayette was sitting at home resting up for that game. And, the ACC's letting Clemson and Notre Dame chill. Meanwhile, here's Coastal Carolina carrying the flag for the dang league. They're like, nah, you're going to Troy, Alabama. To the place that used to be called Movie Gallery Stadium back when video stores were a thing.
That's pretty good. I love the age of COVID for college football, these storylines where, like Tulsa, for example, they're playing Cincinnati this weekend. Cincinnati's canceled on them twice. How do you handicap that? Because they canceled on him homecoming and senior night.
Right.
So they got to be
Exactly.
pissed.
They should, and yet they're 2 touchdown underdogs. So it's Cincinnati thing. I mean, shouldn't Cincinnati be pissed? They started out as number 7 in the first playoff ranking. And it's like, oh, we're actually going to give a group of 5 team a shot. And then they don't play again. They have not played since the Saturday before that first ranking. They beat UCF on that Saturday. They get ranked 7th, and it's like, all right, we got a shot. And now they haven't played since. They got to be furious.
Yeah.
Like, I would try to beat Tulsa by 1,000 if I were them.
Yes. Yeah. And Tulsa's one of those weird teams. They never die. They've been in – I've watched all their games.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They just, like, every time you think they're dead, they come back from the dead and do something crazy.
Andy, I got to talk to you about some SEC coaching carousel news. So The Rock, Rock at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, The Rock that said "Choose Joy" on it. It was painted on there on, I believe, December 13th. "Choose Joy" was written on the side of the rock where it said Fire Pruitt, save UT football. Hugh Freeze tweeted to one of his friends on December 16th, "Choose Joy, my friend." Is Hugh Freeze sending illicit messages, this time in the broad daylights on Twitter as opposed to with a burner phone?
I was going to say, that seems pretty explicit.
Is Hugh Freeze sending these messages indicating that he's going to be the next coach at the University of Tennessee?
I think he'd like to be the next coach at the University of Tennessee. I think that's a job he's wanted for quite some time, probably since before he became a college coach, back when he was still a high school coach. So I think that is, if that opportunity came available, he would jump at it. The question is Tennessee going to fire Jeremy Pruitt? And, this game's interesting, and it's such an emotional sport. Tennessee doesn't have a ton to play for right now. A&M needs to score style points, I guess. I don't really know if it matters if A&M scores style points or not, but they're probably going to try to. And so if that game goes the way it probably should go, the Tennessee fans are going to be like, look, we got to do something. And Hugh Freeze can win there. He won at Ole Miss. He beat Alabama twice at Ole Miss. Hugh Freeze can win at Tennessee. He can get good players. He'll run an offense that will score a bunch of points, and that'll make Tennessee fans happy because they've been watching some pretty hapless offenses the last few years. So if they decided to make that move, it would get them what they want.
Yeah. I mean, he would be a home run hire. I know that there's no such thing as a home run hire because Jim Harbaugh was a home run hire, but Scott Frost, there's a lot of home run hires. I was thinking about this, Andy. You see all these contracts, you see the buyouts. Gus Malzahn's making $21 million to basically go away, right?
$10.7 million due January 12th.
Crazy.
I'm buying an island.
So why hasn't a college football program done this? You see it with the incentives of you beat your rival, you get to the college football playoff, you rank number 1. Why don't they do the reverse? Why hasn't no team ever done that where they say, hey, Gus, if you lose to Alabama, that's $1 million off your buyout. If you're under 500, that's $2 million off your buyout. If you know what I mean? Like, that seems like a no-brainer to decrease these insane buyouts when all these teams end up holding the bag for a coach they don't want anymore.
Well, here's the problem is, so you guys follow every sport. So you follow baseball, so like value over replacement player. The problem is most ADs can't recognize when they have a replacement level coach or when they have a special coach. They all think they have a special coach if that coach just won like 2 games. So that's the issue. Sometimes coaches or ADs have to say, you go ahead and walk. They just tell the agent, look, I know your guy thinks he needs 5 years on his deal to recruit, but I don't want to give it to him. And if he'd like to go somewhere else, by all means, please go somewhere else and I will hire someone else. Your friend and mine, Dana Holgerson, ran into this situation at West Virginia. Shane Lyons, the AD, said, you know what? If you think you can get a better deal somewhere else, go for it. And he got a better deal at Houston, and he left. And West Virginia hired Neil Brown. And it seems like both parties are pretty happy with it, with the way it all turned out.
Yeah.
What about University of Texas? So the AD said Herman's our guy. He's coming back. That to me screams replacement level coach.
The most vague way of saying he's our guy. I mean, it was so vaguely worded. Like, people had to call and say, you mean for 2021, not for like tomorrow.
Right.
And they said, yeah, for 2021. Okay. But so here's the deal with Herman. If you're going to hire a sitting head coach after you fire Tom Herman, all told, you're talking between $30 and $35 million. There is nobody that guarantees you're going to get what you want. The one person out there who can do that, this is actually Texas is in a similar situation to A&M when they fired Kevin Sumlin, where it was go get Jimbo Fisher or else. Go get somebody with a national title on his resume or else. And there was no plan B. Well, plan B for Texas is keep Tom Herman, because if you can't get Urban Meyer, who seems like he's staying at Fox, then there is nobody who guarantees what you want. So are you going to spend $35 million for someone who not only might not give you what you want, but might actually be a downgrade?
Right.
That's the issue they have.
So when he put that out there, that statement, that wasn't him like just testing the waters and sticking his finger in the air, being like, let's see what the boosters want. I'm going to be a little bit vague about this by issuing.
He knows what they want. They have been very loud in what they want. They want someone who isn't Tom Herman. But I think Chris Del Conte is clapping back at them and saying, okay, then who?
Right.
Mario Cristobal is staying at Oregon. He just did his extension today. The board approved it. Are you going to hire Matt Campbell from Iowa State? He might not even want the job. I mean, he's a Midwestern guy. If Michigan were to open, he'd be a really strong candidate for that job. And also, he's never had to recruit in the 4-star, 5-star arena. That doesn't mean he can't. It just means you don't know if he can or not.
Right.
You know, you're going to go get James Franklin from Penn State. That's really expensive. He had a bad year this year. It's really hard to sell anything at this point because you just can't get somebody who guarantees what you want.
Yeah. Matt Campbell, I love the idea of Matt Campbell maybe staying at Iowa State and becoming like the Bill Snyder of Iowa State. Is there any chance? So I have two more questions. One's a pick, but one is I really want Luke Fickell to go to Michigan just because I feel like that would be hilarious. He's an Ohio guy through and through, and it would be like just that feels like it would give the rivalry some juice back. I think they're going to keep Harbaugh, which might be the right move, but is there any chance that Luke Fickell would ever become a Michigan man?
That I don't know. It is the type of job I think he would take, and I think he'd be really selective about what he'd do. But I'm not sure if he could do it. I'm not sure if that maize and blue might burn his skin.
Yeah,
like I envision that there's that he's got like a group text with Mike Vrabel and John Simon where they're just like, "You're going to coach Michigan, dude. You're going to coach," and he's like, "No, Buckeye man. I'm a Buckeye." Like I just can't. I can't picture it.
That's what would make it great. All right, final question from me. Brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Go to ccmlens.com/take to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing needs, equal housing opportunity. Give us a pick that you like this weekend, and also, will Alabama win by 30+?
I do not think Alabama will win by 30+. I actually think
they'll win by 40+.
See a lot better game out of Florida than we saw last week. Now, I don't think Florida's going to win, but I think you saw Florida at its worst, not taking the game seriously. You will see them at their best, taking the game seriously. I just don't know that they are talented enough to beat Alabama. I'm worried about my Chanticleers here.
Yep.
Against the Raging Cajuns.
Yep.
They went on the road and beat them, and that was tough. But Billy Napier is a hell of a coach. It's a 3-point spread. You know, it's at Coastal. It's on the surf turf, so that means that Vegas basically thinks they're even if they play at a neutral site. So I'm going to go with the Raging Cajuns on this one.
Okay, I like that pick. I think Coastal kind of won their Super Bowl against BYU, which was one of the game of the year.
It was unbelievable, and I never ever want to hear a college AD tell me that we need 10 years to schedule a game.
Yep.
It was awesome.
They scheduled that game on 2 days' notice. It was like, hey, y'all in Provo, you want to drive all the way across to Conway, South Carolina in your BYU semi and play a football game? They're like, sure, why not? I mean, it was straight up Blues Brothers Mission from God stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can do that, you can schedule a game 9 months out.
Well, now, in defense of the other side, BYU probably wouldn't want to do that again because they lost and they were 10-point favorites.
Listen, the surf turf does things.
It does. But that's the problem.
There's jet
hypnotizing.
skis,
It's like
Myrtle Beach is right there.
It's like a magic eye poster that you happen to be playing football
Yeah,
on.
but that's the problem, though. It takes two to tango, and I feel like there are so many. There's a million reasons why, like, these big teams, and BYU's not one of the Power 5 teams, will say no to something like that.
See, I think Texas A&M, like Ross Bjork, the AD at Texas A&M, because of this, the view you have of the Aggies, I would be like, listen, Ohio State, Michigan don't want to play you. Come on down to Kyle Field, or we'll come to Columbus. Let's get this done.
Yes.
Last week, that's what should have happened. Now, would Ohio State accept that? No, because it wouldn't help them at all. But the challenge should be made, and then everybody can make fun of them for ducking it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agree. Although I do like the tweets that are like in 2042, like Texas Christian is going to be playing Oregon State.
Yes.
I love those.
I really hope I'm not still working that.
It gives me comfort just to know that other people are planning on the world existing in 22 years, so maybe I should do the same.
I feel like you got the right outlook, PFT. I don't think you should look past, like 6 days from now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, well, thank you, Andy. We're rooting against chaos, even though if there is chaos, we'll enjoy it.
A little bit of chaos, as long as A&M doesn't benefit from the chaos.
Yeah. I don't want to see A&M get killed by Alabama. Like, that just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever.
Yeah, unfortunately, my whole flip 3 and 4, there's no way you can justify doing that if A&M's 4.
I know.
So
Right.
I just don't want to see like a dude
game.
perfect hype video for the playoff system. It's going to be just salt in my wound.
Yes. All right, well, everyone check out Andy's podcast, Andy Staple and Friends, and you can find him on Twitter, on The Athletic. Thank you, Andy. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Andy.
Okay, before we get to Tiffani Theissen, a quick word from our friends at Discovery Plus. Soon you can stream everything you want to watch when you're not watching sports, including Discovery Plus. Introducing Discovery Plus, a new streaming service bringing you the greatest collection of real-life entertainment plus exclusive originals you won't find anywhere else. Watch your favorites from brands like HGTV, Food Network, TLC, ID, Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, and more, including shows like Shark Week, The 90 Day Fiancé Universe, which is incredible, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which is even more incredible, one of my favorite shows, Hometown, and Naked and Afraid. Look, football season's about to end. It's going to be a long winter. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives at your fingertip. 90 Day Fiancé at your fingertip. Come on. This is the best. You need it. Discovery Plus. Plus, you get the BBC Natural History Collection, including Life, Planet Earth, and brand new specials to come. From food to nature, true crime to flipping houses, puppies to classic cars, whatever you're into, you'll find it here. This is basically, now that I'm reading this is every show that you love to watch on a random like Tuesday night or Sunday afternoon when there's not NFL. It's all on Discovery Plus. Find Discovery Plus. It starts streaming January 4th, U.S. only, so get ready. Discovery Plus is a must-have this winter. Get it. Discovery Plus. Start streaming January 4th, U.S. only. Discovery Plus. And start watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives on demand. What is better than that? Absolutely nothing. Discovery Plus. All right, here she is, Tiffani Theissen.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, we now welcome on a very, very, very special guest. It is Tiffani.
I got 4 varies.
Yes, very. Tiffani Amber Theissen. She has a new show out called Deliciousness on MTV. We're going to run this the week that it comes out. Very excited for the show. Let's talk about the show. We have a bunch of different questions. Just for background, PFT and I are both 35 years old, so you can do the math. Saved by the Bell was very important to our childhood. But I want to talk about Deliciousness because food is more important to me at this point in my life. What
I can tell you've grown up because it's more important to me too.
Yes, exactly. Your priorities shift. So Deliciousness. You're a foodie to begin with. You've hosted food shows. Do you have a cookbook as well?
I do. I have a cookbook that came out a few years ago. I had a show that was on Cooking Channel and Food Network for a few years called Dinner at Tiffany's, and now I've got this.
So what can we expect from Deliciousness? Because I read it, I watched the trailer. It's going to be like Rob Dyrdek's Ridiculousness. I want to get on it. I want to find a way to get on it.
So it is technically literally a spinoff of Ridiculousness, which is exactly why I was sold on it because my husband is a massive fan of ridiculousness. So he's like, if you don't do this show, we're going to have a problem. So I signed up right away. I was totally in for it. The fact that it is all food related for me made it like perfect for myself. And I have never laughed so much on a job ever. I'm surrounded by really funny people. We have a blast watching people do really stupid things, whether it's at a restaurant, in their own kitchen, or just drinking way too damn much.
Yep.
So I like the idea that a lot of cooking mishaps, I imagine like around Thanksgiving, you'll get a lot of deep fried turkeys being dropped in completely frozen. Yeah. That's always funny to me. For some reason, like even though it's a guy basically setting off a bomb in his backyard, I always laugh when I see a turkey mishap.
I laugh at anybody failing because it makes me feel more normal, right? Because we all fail sometimes. And I feel like even now this year with the pandemic and people at home, I think people are more at home cooking that don't normally cook. And I can't imagine the amount of videos that we're going to get for next season just because everybody's home doing stuff that they don't normally do in the kitchen. Yes.
I'm very excited for this show. So your career, looking at the whole thing, have you had a moment where you've looked back and been like, because, we know the history of child stars. You were a little bit more than a child star, but sometimes it doesn't go well. It feels like you've had a great rest of your career and also like a normal, Tiffani Theissen is a normal mom, wife.
Tiffani Theissen.
Yeah, Tiffani Theissen. Yeah, is a mom, wife, all these things. Have you looked back and been like, wow, credit to me for being able to navigate that because the numbers were stacked against me?
I don't know if I technically do that, but I definitely feel very blessed that I've been able to continue working. I say that because that in itself, the fact that I've still been able to work and make a living at what I've been loving doing in my career, my whole life, that is huge for me. I come from a very, normal sort of family in my terms. Like, my parents are still married and I married a pretty normal guy from Texas and, but again, what does normal mean, right? Like, I don't even know what that means really, except that I just try to like live a fun-filled, easy life. And I've been very fortunate and knock on wood. It hasn't all been perfect. I mean, of course I've had my jobs that didn't go my way, or I've had jobs that I wanted really bad that I didn't get. I mean, that's life though, right?
Yeah. Why did you decide to drop Amber from the name? Was that like a conscious decision where you wanted to start getting a different role, or you wanted to lose any sort of association with the work that you'd done in the past? Or
it's funny, it had nothing to do with me personally. I'd always gone by that full name since I was little, but my agent at the time when I was transitioning from Saved by the Bell, and I had just gotten into 90210, and it was right during that time she felt like it would just be smart of me to drop the Amber and just go by Tiffani Theissen. So I went what she said, and that's what I did. And my husband actually makes the joke all the time that he's taken it, so he's actually breeding it.
Yeah, smart. I read that I was catching up on some of your later career here. You were in a Hallmark miniseries called Pandemic, where you defeated the Riptide virus in Australia.
Whoa. How funny is that?
Yeah. Do you have any, first of all, where were you? Have you eaten any bats recently? And then follow-up question, did you learn anything from doing that movie where you're looking at today in America and you're like, we could really learn from my character in 2007?
I know, right? No, sadly, I did not learn anything, but I did go back and look at those pictures, which was really funny, and figured, hey, if I had that costume, it would be such a great Halloween costume this year. But when I shot that mostly here in Los Angeles, weirdly enough. I remember it had French Stewart was my partner in crime in that movie. Great guy, funny guy, love him. And Faye Dunaway was in the movie. How crazy is that?
Yeah. You saw into the future.
The Riptide virus.
Shit.
I feel like that
everybody's been watching those old. What was the other one called? Breakout? Was that other
Outbreak?
One with Dustin Hoffman? Outbreak. That's it.
Yeah, the monkey. Yeah. They had to bomb the city in California.
Everybody's been watching all these crazy movies.
Yes, right? I think that if they called the coronavirus something more scary, like the Riptide virus, and had a person with an Australian accent talk about it, we'd take it more seriously. Like coronavirus, that sounds easy.
the publicity of COVID is not as good as if it had a better name.
It needs to have a name like "We're gonna fucking kill everybody on the planet" type virus.
Yeah,
and I think people would pay attention to.
Please be careful,
People
virus.
will actually start wearing a mask.
Yes. This is kind of a weird question, but was it like, did you consciously know at a certain point in time in the 90s that, like, I don't know, 95% of young boys had a crush on you? Like, more than a crush, like you are the center of our lives?
Yeah.
Not weird. Not weird, right?
No, I mean, not weird now. I mean, I guess it's part of my sort of past. And I don't think I really realized it during it. It wasn't until, and I do remember, it wasn't until Mark Paul and I, who played Zach, would actually, they started getting us to travel around the country. And then we actually ended up going to Europe to do like those mall signings, like, like what New Kids on the Block was basically doing at the time.
Yeah.
And so we were doing these mall signings. And I think it wasn't until then that I realized the impact of the show itself, because I would see how girls were with him, and then I would see how boys were with me. And that was really kind of the turning point of like, oh, this is kind of weird. This is kind of crazy, and then the fan mail started getting a little creepier. And,
sorry about that. I probably sent something.
Yeah.
My bad.
Can I have my shoes back?
Exactly. And then, like, I also remember, like, then transitioning into 90210 and then playing a role that wasn't as, like, sweet. And I remember, like, again, sort of that next sort of wave of different sort of fans that have kind of grown up with me, but also older ones. And then I remember, like, that sort of conversation that I remember people were like, Howard Stern's talking about you. And I'm like, huh? Like it's definitely evolved, into different sort of ways in my career, depending on what I was doing.
I also think that, and this is just a theory based on just my own brain, but the name Kelly Kapowski was a hot name. And then when you find out that the actress is Tiffani Theissen, you're like, wait, that's even a hotter name. What? Like I remember being like,
my name was that hot, but maybe just because it was hyphenated. You think?
I think
the
I at
Tiffani
the
and
end.
Amber. It was just like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like this is the hottest name ever. So I think that also got people like, because usually like if your name was Ruth or Dorothy, people were like, yeah, okay, Kelly Kapowski's hot, but Dorothy, whatever, Dorothy Thiessen, who cares? Tiffani Amber, that was hot. Like that was big time hot.
Well, thank you.
Sorry to be a creep.
I will tell my mother. I just had to tell my daughter to get out of the room.
Yeah.
I will tell my mother that you approve.
Okay, good.
Do you ever run into people who expect you to be married to Zach in real life?
Yes, and that's so funny to me. Like this is a funny story. So when when I got engaged to my husband and we then got married, my father-in-law, right, had hats made for the entire party of, like, he's from Texas, right? He's from Houston. And the entire party, because he had read an article saying, who the hell is Brady Smith? She should be marrying Zach Morris, right? So he had actually hats made for all his dude friends that are in the wedding that said, who the hell is Brady Smith for our wedding, because of that very thing that people were like, why isn't she marrying Zach Morris?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, though, Mark Paul and my husband have like this sort of bromance going.
Ooh.
That super exceeds any sort of relationship that I had with Mark Paul, being like, truly, he's like a brother to me, but like they love each other so much, it's kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, I would probably like if I had the
like
chance to be friends with Zach Morris, I'd be like,
I'm a Mario Lopez guy.
oh, okay.
You're a Mario Lopez kind of guy?
I'd be like, get out of here,
preppy.
Yeah.
I can tell by the hair, yeah.
Is it weird knowing that like you grew up on TV, even past Saved by the Bell, but like, do you watch yourself back? Are you able to do that?
I mean, of course I'm able to do it. Do I want to? Hell no.
So you're not able, like I wouldn't be able to do
that.
it. Yeah.
I have other things in my time that I would much rather do than watch old episodes of Saved by the Bell.
So have your kids done it yet? Like, have your kids started to watch it and you're like, here we go.
Yeah. Not my youngest, of course. He's only 5, but my daughter has watched just like a few episodes of the first season. And I have to be honest, it didn't pique her interest. I mean, she laughed because she saw me at her kind of like a little bit older than her, but but I don't think it's the TV that they would want to watch right now. I mean, the stuff that they get on Netflix is much more engaging than the shit that was. You know,
That's
like
true.
you think about it, that show would not stand up today. I don't think so.
I think the
No, you're
Speed
wrong.
episode with Jesse would still stand up. That to me, the episode where she got hooked on trucker pills, that's one of the top 3 television episodes of all
That's
time.
kids with Adderall today. That literally
Yeah.
is you looking into
I'm
the
so
future.
I'm so frightened. I'm so
I'm so
scared.
excited. I'm so excited. I'm so
scared.
scared. Yeah.
Wow.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's crazy.
goosebumps. You talk about goosebumps.
Yes. What is your favorite thing to cook?
Oh gosh, I don't know if there's a favorite. I mean, I get requests all the time. I feel like I'm an actual, chef at a restaurant with my family half the time. This is what they want this night. This is what they want that night. I'm like a short order cook. But, pizza's definitely one. Homemade pizzas are always on the list for my kids. My husband, again, from Texas, he always wants some sort of meat smoked on the smoker. He's got a, he's always wanting something that way. I'm trying to think of what else, like enchiladas, like that's a big one that's always on the list.
You need a famous dish. So that's what you need.
I need a famous dish.
Well, you just need to say it's your famous
Yeah.
dish, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Tiffany's
you haven't had
top-
Tiffany's famous dish?
Tiffany's
Like,
taco sounds
and
pretty good.
that pinpoints me to only cook one thing. I cook things. I'm multi-talented.
but when you say it's a famous dish, and then everyone eats it, they have to like it. Like you were basically incepting them. Like if you do another cookbook, throw in a
Yeah.
famous dish. Just a little tip.
Okay.
How about this? How
All
about
right.
Tiffany Amber venison?
Ooh.
And then you just cook a whole shitload of deer.
I don't know if I'd want to eat that.
What have you done that would get you on your own show?
Ooh.
What
Good
do you mean
question.
get me on my own
Like
show?
in deliciousness, what have you done
Oh.
in the kitchen? You thought I was saying like, who do you think you are? No. What have you done?
No. I understand the question now.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I didn't understand it. I mean, I've had my food fails for sure. I've had a couple times that I've had a little too much bourbon, at a sushi tasting that I remember my husband having to rip my pants off of me because I
Sounds
didn't know
awful.
where I was. They thought I was with my husband. But I mean, there's quite a few. Thankfully, none of them were on video. I mean, I've set fire to a dish before. Thankfully, I kept my eyebrows. There's been a time where nothing in my kitchen was working, so I had to use my neighbor's kitchen for Thanksgiving. I mean, I have millions of stories. Where do you want to go?
Yeah.
You should have Salt Bay on the show. Remember him? That guy that would
Yeah.
just
No.
walk out and
He
do
got
the
canceled,
spring. Oh, he's canceled.
This guy.
Yeah. Are you looking out for?
There is a theory to that. You guys do know there's a reason why he does that, right?
Because
No.
it looks awesome.
Yeah, he just wants to.
Not because it just looks awesome. If you actually salt your stuff too close, your salt and pepper tend to only go in that one specific direction. If you go up higher, it actually falls, so it actually seasons your meat much more evenly.
I thought he was just a show off.
And it looks cool.
Yeah,
It's an added bonus.
I thought he was just a
He
huge show.
may have flicked a little bit more for show, but there is a reason for it.
He opened up a restaurant here in New York, and we have, obviously like world-class restaurants, including great barbecue here. But the one place that I really want to go is the Salt Bay's restaurant, and just have him walk out, just to like he can sprinkle salt on an empty plate for me. Give me a bill for $500, and I'll leave happy.
And you would take it?
Yeah, I'd absolutely take it.
I'm starting to understand more and more about you during this interview.
Yes,
big weirdo.
Yes. You also, so just a tip, because we live online, you need to be ready for fakes.
Yeah.
You need to be ready for fakes for people who are trying to fake you guys out, because that's going to start happening.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's a disclaimer that happens on the show because I have to do the VO for it every single time. That says you can't actually submit videos. You're not allowed to. We have to find them. So I think they're pretty legit about the videos that they find.
Okay, we should actually put Billy trying to cook a steak out there.
He just
That's
pours-
out there.
Pours beer on everything.
Yeah, our intern's the worst cook ever. So
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. I got to help him out.
Yeah, he's really, really bad. So we'll
Yeah.
He likes to let the meat talk. So what that means is he doesn't season anything. He doesn't believe in
Oh.
salt. He rinses his meat
Is this
before
a
he
single
puts
guy?
it. He lives in a
Does
barn.
he actually have a wife or a girlfriend?
No
No,
wife.
no,
He's got a
he's-
couple of chickens and some frogs that we won't discuss.
yeah, he lives in a barn.
If he wants to change that, he should learn how to cook.
Good tip.
We can
I can help
definitely
him with that.
very easily get Billy on deliciousness.
Great tip. I'm going to read a quote for you. Can you tell me if it's creepy or not? This was written by, I don't know, like 32-year-old man. He said, America...
Are these all recent?
This is somewhat recent, like a year old, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. He wrote, America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It has been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. It reminds us of all that once was good and could be good again. Kelly Kapowski did just that. Some things are bigger than sports, and your first crush will always be on that list.
I think it ends sweet.
Okay.
At first I'm a little like, where is he going? And then he ends very sweetly. So I'm going to say he's okay.
What was the part about tanks rolling across
I don't
America?
know. He also, so this same writer, who's a coworker of ours, actually in maybe the greatest written series of all time, he ranked all the Saved by the Bell episodes corresponding to their tiers in steakhouses.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, like, you take an episode, and then you're like, that's the Outback Steakhouse episode.
Okay.
And then you take it, and it's Peter Luger's. So, maybe that's a perfect, we need to maybe have that breakdown. That could be on Deliciousness.
Yeah, that's interesting. So he takes every episode and relates them to an actual meat sort of.
It's a it's a very confusing ranking system. Very confusing.
I'm utterly confused, as you can see.
Yeah, because then again, like the steak houses, those are subjective too.
Right.
So one person might be like, I love Outback,
Right.
and I hate Ruth's Chris, but he put the Outback episode
Correct.
in the amphetamine one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very confusing.
It's very tough to do. I had one last question for you. So everyone should go watch Deliciousness. Tiffani Theissen is an American legend. I love you for life. Not in a creepy way. Sorry about that if that was creepy. But I love you for life.
You're sweet.
Is it true that Mr. Belding once sat on his balls and you guys had to stop production?
God. I don't. That's my husband laughing, by the way. You got him to laugh. I've never heard this story.
Oh, it's famous on the internet.
No, so
maybe it was the day that I wasn't shooting my scenes.
I hate to do this. I hate to ruin the surprise, but it was Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, it was?
Not Mr. Belding.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Mr. Belvedere.
All right, so did Mr. Belvedere still on?
Do you know anything about Mr. Belvedere?
Guy that was balding. Okay, got it.
I thought it was Mr. Belding.
Have you, just like running in Hollywood circles, going to all these A-listed parties, have you heard
Clean up that question.
that Mr. Belvedere sat on his balls and they had to suspend taping?
No, but I do hear that's what happens with you men as you get older, as your balls start to sag.
Yes.
Is that easy to do?
I sit on my balls 3 times a day.
So you'd have to tell me.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's all right. So I was wrong, but for some reason, that was a Berenstein Bears thing. Why did I think it was Mr. Belding?
Belvedere, Belding, it's easy to
It is very similar. Very
It is
similar.
easy. It was also during the same time. Those shows were both
but now
around the same time.
Now you've got a great anecdote if you ever meet Mr. Belvedere.
Well, and we also got a definitive answer. I don't know if he's still around.
I think he was older. That's actually something to look up on IMDb.
Yeah, we have a definitive answer that Mr. Belding never sat on his balls, stopping production of Saved by the Bell.
Now, I'm not saying that he's never sat on his balls. I'm just saying I don't know about
Mr. Belvedere, he's definitely got to be dead.
I hope
not.
No.
What is his name? What was his name? Belvedere?
I think it was just Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah,
I think it was a true story.
Dude named
it was a
Belvedere?
documentary.
That's hilarious.
What the hell was Mr. Belvedere's name? I'm trying to find it out. Mr. Belvedere.
IMDb. You can usually figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Mr. Skin.
Oh, here. When did Mr. Belvedere die? 2001. Been dead for a really long time.
I didn't think he was still around. Yeah.
Yeah, August 2001. Actually, not a bad time to leave. A lot of shit went bad after that.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
kind of a good time to bounce out. Yeah, all right, Mr. Belvedere, legend to the end. All right, well, I'm excited for the show. This has been a thrill. If I could go back and talk to like 10-year-old self, he'd be like, "What the hell did you just do?" So again, not creepy. I wish you had like just a tip, like next time, tell us your husband's in the room because he's kind of cock blocking us here.
Well, no, I know he's cock blocking you. I'm sorry. It actually depends. He's total fans, and so he's actually more interested in just listening and laughing with you guys than he is checking up on me. I promise.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, tell him what's up, and we could chill sometime.
Yeah, tell him. Was it who the hell?
Yeah,
is,
what's up?
Who the hell is Brady Smith?
What's up?
There's Brady Smith,
dude.
What's up?
Your wife is cool.
Are you wearing a shirt with your wife's face on it?
Yeah, you are.
That's a simp move.
Yeah.
I can't believe you married that simp. when
Tiffany,
you could
I
have
would never
Zach.
simp that hard.
He's always trying to wow me. No, this is what's so funny. So I just did an interview for Entertainment Tonight, and they had him interview me because of COVID and all this kind of stuff. And this is what he walks out wearing. I'm like,
yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It's an Instagram purchase. You can find this.
I love it.
That's got to be convenient, though.
In
Hey,
the house wearing it. It was
that's got to
awesome.
be
I had no
super
idea.
convenient for you to be married to somebody that has their own merch out there, so you can just go out and buy that anywhere online.
Yeah.
normally, yes, but he actually had this made.
Yeah,
And I'm not
you can
joking.
put anybody's face on it.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about it. You can just, they just Photoshop a face on there.
Yeah.
So
Next interview, I'll have your faces on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
pretty
we'll send you
presumptuous
something.
of you to think I don't own that shirt already. Like, come on, dude.
I think you probably still got a T-shirt with my face on it in your pile.
Yeah.
You may have donated it to Goodwill
Yeah, there you go.
40 years ago.
All right, well, thank you guys. Appreciate it so much, and good luck with the new
Yeah,
show.
of course. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
All right,
Thank you.
See ya.
Nice break in the normal boring interviews today.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
our
we'll take
favorite
it.
thing to hear.
Wait,
we're keeping this in.
Who else
We're
has
keeping
interviewed
this
you?
in.
We'll delete any of the names that you said. I'm just
I
curious to know who
I
I'm
won't
better
tell you
than.
who interviewed me. You do know about ET, but that's it.
Yes,
That was my husband.
yes.
Okay.
All right, thanks so much.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Tiffani Theissen was brought to you by our great friends at 3Chi. It's a 3Chi weekend for sure. 3Chi is the industry leader in Delta-8 THC products. All their products are formulated by a biochemist. They're made in the U.S. with USA-grown hemp. And when they release their Delta-8 products, they're the first federally legal THC products in the USA since Prohibition started almost 90 years ago. I'm not a drug guy, but I am a 3Chi guy. I'm a Delta-8 guy. Delta-8 is that federally legal version of THC. It's a perfect hybrid of CBD and Delta-9, so you get the similar buzz. You get all the medicinal effects of Delta-9. You don't get the laziness. You don't get the anxiety. You don't get the paranoia. You don't get the mental fogginess. If you use Delta-8, you feel far more active. You feel outgoing. You get increased confidence and none of the anxiousness and paranoia that you get with Delta-9 usage. Delta-8 is federally legal. It's a more functional alternative to marijuana for those that want the same great feelings without the negative side effects. Again, I'm telling you, if you get the gummies, when you first start out, take half of one. If you take a full one, it might be too much for you. I started out with a full one. A lot of people started out with a full one. It's a bit much for a first-timer. Try half one. If that's still not enough, you can add more. But again, it's powerful stuff. It's good that it's so strong. You're going to love it. Delta-8 is going to have you feeling amazing, but you're going to be functional and clear-headed. You're not going to be lazy. You're not going to be paranoid. They're not just the best in the industry. They invented the industry. It's hemp-derived, federally legal, and you can get it at 3chi.com. That's the number 3, CHI.com, and that's select retailers around the country. You have to be 21 to purchase. Go to 3chi.com. Get your vapes, your gummies, your tinctures, and your oils. You can make homemade edibles. Use promo code TAKE at checkout, and we're going to give you 5% off the order. That's promo code TAKE at checkout. Get 5% off the order. Must be 21 to purchase.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got Fyre Fest of the week. Billy killed his chickens.
I didn't kill my fucking chicken, bro. That's not even funny. That's not funny, dude.
Hank, what
I saw a headless
dude,
chicken inside of a
no,
box.
It's
and
basically a raccoon got into my chicken.
how do you know what it was if you weren't there?
Because
Didn't happen.
raccoons rip the heads off chickens and then leave the bodies. That's
kind of like Jay Cutler?
That's why I knew what had happened to Jay
Right,
Cutler.
so you
Yeah.
basically
I didn't
left
kill
your
my own
chicken out to
Like,
get eaten by a raccoon so that you could be like,
No,
hey guys, remember the Jay Cutler
I
saga?
Well, no, so he could be like, "This is if I did this to a
I
chicken.
basically- yeah, I killed my
imagine
chicken
what I
for a
could
Fyre
do
Fest.
to Jake
Jake Paul.
Paul." Yeah,
I killed my chicken for
yeah.
a
You
Fyre
saw
Fest.
that
I
Jake
couldn't think of
Paul
it.
is a master troll, and he only followed Conor McGregor's wife and your chicken on Instagram, and you're like, "I'll one up you, bro."
No, but I definitely am going to be looking for whatever killed this chicken. It might be it could be a fish or cat.
It
which
is
are
like
really
when
cool.
OJ wrote the book, like if
I did it,
if
yeah.
I did it,
If
you,
I was gonna-
guess what? You can find the chicken killer by looking in the mirror.
Anyway,
He's
I
looking
didn't
right
kill my
back at you,
chicken for
buddy.
everyone at home. That's fucked up. I'm not hopefully people don't think I'm actually.
What are you, oh yeah, that's right.
would
Because you're a
actually do
vegan,
that.
Right.
But the
so you would
bat-
never do that.
But the bat. Okay, that's different. Wait, but also
Mm-hmm.
let's not talk about that because that's highly illegal.
What? You have bats?
Killing bats?
Killing bats is extremely illegal.
After what they did with
I feel
the
like it should
cocoa?
be encouraged to kill bats.
No, they're endangered,
If
and they're
it
actually
flies,
really
it
good.
dies.
They're really
That's
good
what
for the
I say.
insect population.
Okay.
to keep it down.
Yep.
So no mosquito bites.
What
By
about
the
the
way-
raccoon?
Well, you can't get mosquito bites if you're locked down because of pandemic, which also was the bats. That's
True.
fucking extra level.
Schrodinger's bat.
What about the trash panda?
The I I think in New York State
You can kill raccoons?
No, you don't have to kill raccoons. You can just have a heart trap them and move them. But in some states, you actually have to kill them if you catch them. Anyway, a chicken got killed. I'm also still
A chicken
looking.
was killed. That's an excellent use of the passive
like
voice.
This is like
a chicken
I'm
lost
gonna-
its
terrible
head.
actually
episode
looking
of
for more
Knives Out
heads.
2. A chicken has been murdered.
I will. You know what? There's probably footprints in the snow because he killed.
Yeah,
got killed
That's
by
where
explosive.
Jesus
Size
was carrying the
13.
dead chicken away.
Oh, that's weird, Billy. You're wearing cowboy boots today.
Because it's
You're
snowing.
not wearing
they're
your
high.
regular
Because it's
shoes.
snowing.
Huh. This is the first time I haven't seen you wearing those shoes that probably have the footprints in the snow to the
No,
chicken
I didn't
death.
kill my chicken.
That's weird that you choose today of all days to have
Because
a
it's
different
snowing.
pair of
There's a
shoes
foot
on.
of snow.
Do you have a
There's
BB
a foot
gun?
of snow. What?
Do you have a BB gun?
I have a pellet gun.
What's the difference between a pellet gun and a BB gun?
The shape of the pellets.
Please tell me you just at least shot the chicken before you decapitated it.
No, I didn't kill the chicken.
Did you eat the
Anyway.
chicken?
It's humane.
Anyway, I'm definitely gonna be getting it.
Or did the chicken die in vain?
Well, I'm gonna find the raccoon because he's gonna kill
Is
the
it
other
true
chicken.
the
would've
chicken
wanted-
runs with its head cut off?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Was its head next to its
But
body?
I'm gonna be honest. I found the head in a different place than the body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
The head was next to the chicken coop.
Dude,
The
head was
body was
next to your
halfway
bed.
across the.
Yeah.
Wouldn't your
The
chicken want it for you to have eaten it after it died for gains?
The chicken body's frozen, solid, and I left it outside so that whatever did it comes back for it, so I can see what
You
did
will
it.
go home tonight.
And I will try to find footprints.
No,
in the
that would
snow.
be whatever did it coming back for it.
Oh, anyway, I didn't kill my chicken. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. All right, Fyre
The
Fest.
fact that you suggest that's fucked up.
I didn't suggest that.
Anyway.
Other people did. I'm just reading the internet.
It actually happened. I staged a chicken.
What
kill.
actually happened?
You killed it?
No, the
Cut
chicken.
this part. Did you kill it?
I didn't kill the chicken.
Okay. You can
It's funny how
put
you
it back.
put up way more of a fight to accusations that you killed your chicken as opposed to the ones that you fingered your frog.
Right, but no one
So
believes.
which one?
The first one's
It's got to
ridiculous.
be one or the other.
What? I fingered my frog. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't kill your chicken.
Nope.
There we go.
See?
Frog fucker.
Yeah, but no one will believe that.
Yeah, you just admitted to it.
Anyway, in this crazy
I'd love
world,
to have Billy be interrogated for real.
in
It
this
would just
crazy
be-
world of the internet, people actually might think that
right.
someone would do
You would.
that, which is fucked
I
up.
could see Billy admitting to a murder after a solid hour and a half. Of,
Yeah.
But would I be
45 minutes in a
But what I
Fanta?
didn't do?
a vanilla milk and
Yeah.
just give me a dumbbell.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what, guys? You've been nice to me. I'll tell you
You
everything.
guys seem cool.
I know.
All right, Hank. You didn't kill your chicken. I agree.
Okay, thank you.
Hank, Fyre Fest.
Yesterday I was on the train on the way into work. On Wednesdays we come in early. As you guys know, I'm not a morning person per se. I was
putting it lightly.
I was on the train and I
I would love to know what you think the words per se mean.
per
line.
se. I know. I'm thinking. What do I think the word per se means?
I think the way
It
they
means
use
like
it
as a person, as other people say.
per
I don't
se.
know.
Per se.
Yeah.
Per se. I like it.
Yes.
As one says.
What does it mean,
Per
Mr.
se.
fucking grammar teacher?
I'm just saying that's actually a great definition. And if you
Per
think
se
I'm a
is
grammar
handy when
teacher-
you need to single out a particular element of a bigger thing. So you might say the song per se wasn't a bad choice. It was your singing voice that was atrocious.
Wait, so
In
he used
Latin,
it
means by
correctly?
itself.
It's not S-A-Y.
Billy.
It's Latin, right?
He used it correctly.
It's not.
It was good.
S-A-Y,
Yeah, it was fine.
right?
It was fine.
It's
Yeah,
S-E.
you're not a morning person per se. There are other morning people out there. You're not one of them.
Not at all. Anyway, I was on the train. I sound like Billy there with anyway. Anyway,
Legitimately.
legit. I was on the train, and anyway, I was zoning out listening to music. My train had stopped. I didn't realize it until it was stopped for 15 minutes, and I looked up. I was like, oh, I must be at my stop soon. Realized it had been stopped for a long time. Took my headphones out, and then it was like, oh, we'll be delayed. We should be getting on shortly. And so at this point, I was probably 5 or 10 minutes away from being late. But I was they said it'll be shortly. Waited another 10 minutes, and then it was still yeah, we're delayed. We should be going shortly. Waited another 10 minutes, and then I realized that we were just stuck, and I had to get out, get a cab. I was late. It was an issue, and I was just zoned out. So
the good rule of thumb in New York is if you see anybody doing something on public transportation, you follow that. You follow everybody else. Because I've done that where I'm I'm smarter than everyone. I'm going to stay in this train because it's bound to get going real soon. And then I end up looking like a jackass as everybody gets on a better, faster train.
Yep.
So just go with the flow. Be a lemming.
Well, that was the thing. I was zoned out. I just wasn't. I was looking at my phone. I looked up and everyone was gone. I was like, oh.
What were you listening to?
I was listening to music.
Call Her Daddy, probably.
No. I don't listen to podcasts.
Tough to stand up wearing sweatpants if you've been listening to Call Her Daddy. Catch my drift.
Gluck. All right, PFT, your Fyre Fest?
Billy just got it. My Fyre Fest is my back hurts. I fucked up my back. I woke up on Wednesday morning and couldn't really stand up, couldn't really move.
It's a sign once you turn
26.
I did first hurt my back when I was 27.
Once you turn 27, your body goes to shit. So I couldn't stand up. I couldn't move. The only way that is really comfortable right now is laying down on my stomach on the floor. So
that's not fun.
That's how I've been spending my nights.
It's not fun.
I'm starting to get the shooting pain down my right leg.
It's not fun.
It's not good. And I don't know I can't go to a doctor now because every doctor is busy shooting people up with 5G.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I just got to gut this one. I've been taking muscle relaxers at night.
Where's it hurt? Lower back?
Lower back,
yeah,
right?
You probably have a bulging disc.
Yeah, you said that like a pro.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one too.
Yeah.
Never goes away.
That's one of those phrases that every sportscaster has fucked up at one point, saying bulging disc.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to do. It's going to be a long December.
You have to start stretching like all the time.
So that's probably the worst part is I've asked people for advice.
It's all stretching.
It seems that in order to make yourself feel better and have this not happen again, you have to do a lot of work.
Correct.
I want to just like take a pill
Nope.
or put a patch on.
Nope.
Or just have somebody be like, don't do this exercise anymore and have it be fixed. But it's like, no, you have to actually exercise and do things with your body to make your body not hurt anymore, it sucks. It really sucks. It's been a shitty 2 days.
Yes.
You got to do abs in the future.
You got to do it all.
Is that going to affect you on the Jenga court?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm probably going to have to do the
back
Larry
injuries
Bird and
affect
lay
everything.
down on my stomach in between turns.
Yeah.
Like
They
this
affect everything.
has been the longest that I've sat up erect since this has happened.
It sucks. It's the fucking worst. Back injuries are the worst.
I had
all right.
Billy walking on my back like he
That's
was
bad.
Lucy Liu.
No, you
just
shouldn't have him do
just
that.
rubbing CBD on my spine.
Don't have him walk on your back.
I didn't follow.
You probably have it's a muscle thing, not a skeletal thing.
I think it's a skeletal thing.
If it's your lower back,
Yeah.
and everything you described sounds like a disc.
But the is the disc not part of the skeletal?
No, the disc, a bulging disc, like basically hits the nerve.
Okay.
So you have to do stretches. It will slowly go down, and then it will be with you for the rest of
Why
your life.
can't I just take drugs?
Yeah. All right. My
HGH was
that's true.
Okay.
HGH, yeah.
Billy, you
Get him
serious?
some HGH.
okay.
For my back.
Mine is, I already alluded to it, but Billy convinced me I had COVID on Sunday. It sucked.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Have you
I had food poisoning, and I told him I had food poisoning. I puked twice, and then I was fine on Saturday night, and Billy was like, "Oh,
But you
puked?"
said the Chinese food. The only reason I said you said the Chinese food was good.
No, I
and
didn't
the
say it
other
was
people-
good.
You said the other people who ate it didn't get sick. You're the only one who got sick, and you also were forgetting things.
I forgot my password
Yeah,
at 2 in the morning to my computer that I then got up,
Well,
took
look,
a piss, and
look,
came
look.
back and got it right.
That was
That was freaky.
alarming.
That was
so
freaky.
it was like all those like little
Yeah, but
COVID
you
signs.
you diagnosed me hard before that. Now I've been walking around with a fucking thermometer in my pocket all week, just taking my temperature every day. 97.9, no
What's
big
up?
deal, cold-blooded. Yeah.
Billy also said muscle aches and back aches are a sign of COVID.
Maybe we should get a different doctor.
Besides
doctor.
our 19-year-old?
Yes, I think we should get a different doctor. I think that's what we're finding out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not
Dr. Jill Biden.
Yes.
Bill.
All right, Bill, you got a Fyre Fest? Besides killing your chicken.
Yeah, I have one less hen.
Yeah, I just realized
less
he
eggs.
can't hear us when we whisper.
Yeah, I guess he's wearing
Because he's not wearing headphones.
I didn't kill my chicken. I promise.
You can't hear us right now, can you?
What are you saying? What are you guys doing?
You know what the
What are you
funniest
guys
part
doing
was
about
about
Billy
this?
doesn't have headphones on, so he
Dude,
can't
if
hear what
Billy
we're
was
saying.
actually concerned about his chicken,
I
he would
can't.
not have posted it to social media.
Guys,
He really is a 5'6" KD.
Oh, he is a
He was
What is
lying
it?
to Trace
It's better than
What did you
yours,
tell
dude.
Trace
He
McSorley?
can't
He
hear
said
us.
Not even close to being
This is
as
so
good as mine.
unfair.
He can't hear
This is
anything
so
we're
unfair.
saying. Why
He said
are
it was a
you also
0.75,
whispering?
which is bad.
What?
But a 0.5
Why are you so
is
dumb?
way
Because
worse.
everybody whispers. Okay, I'm not. Everyone whispers when other people are whispering. It's just like a thing. And also when the lights are off, everybody whispers for some reason.
Lights are on.
doesn't have a Fyre Fest, so he's secretly glad about the fact that we're still on.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. The fact that he doesn't. We should have been doing this a long time ago without his headphones. Yep.
Follow
here
and
comes
subscribe to my
the
Twitch.
stall.
Twitch.com/BerserkerBilly.
PFT, you called it
Berserker
perfectly.
with an
Here comes
S.
the vo-
And
Big time. All right, Billy, was that your Fyre Fest?
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
Jake,
cool.
what's your Fyre Fest?
Oh, no, Jake's got a This Week in Sports. Let's go.
I have Fyre Fest too.
All right.
There we
Fyre
go.
Fest.
We mentioned your coach, Jim Boeheim, and the do-do-do.
I'm on my last pair of boxers, and I think the place I sent it to is closed because of the snowstorm.
Wait, you send? Oh, because you don't have a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have-
MeUndies is
Do you have
coming
a
back
sink?
in 2021. We got an email about that.
Beautiful.
So
I
you'll
need
get some
MeUndies.
new ones.
Do
Yeah.
you have a sink?
Yeah.
Do it.
There you go.
I
What
ran out-
about turning them inside out?
No, you know what's the best part about the snow? Is that you can wear your long johns instead of underwear, and then you save on doing laundry.
That is
I'm wearing my
the
long
best
johns
part
today.
of the snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake,
Long johns are
do
hype.
you have any athletic shorts?
Yes.
Boom, perfect.
Yes.
You're good. I'll
be okay.
I don't think I wore an actual pair of underwear from the time I was 20 until I was like 22. Just athletic shorts,
Yeah.
free balling.
Yeah.
You know how I'd be.
Yes, this day in sports history. December 18th, 2017, Mississippi Valley State's Dante Scott hits a floater inside the paint against Grand Canyon in the second half to cut his team's deficit from 22 to 20.
Whoa.
I remember that.
Let's hear it.
Inside Scott. Trying to turn. Vernon's there. Braun's there. He comes back out. 5 on the shot clock. Got to move. Scott. Floater. Good. Ooh. Got it.
What
That
a
was
moment. I was wondering if it was going to be good or not. And then
that
it was
good?
good. No. The shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, is he going to make this?
But was it a good this day in sports
Oh, yeah.
history? All right, we're back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You're our good son. You can do no wrong. All right.
What if Jake actually killed Billy's chicken? Plot twist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my other Fyre Fest, actually. The Lizzie McGuire movie got canceled.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow. Was really looking forward to
That's
that one.
huge.
Are they bringing Hillary Duff back?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Celebrity crush.
But it was too much.
Really?
Yeah, first.
Didn't she date
celebrity
a
crush.
She was my first crush.
hockey
Billy.
guy?
I had it first. She's married to a Kings player, I think.
Yeah. He'd kick your ass, though, Billy.
Yeah.
He's
would.
hockey tough.
Yeah.
All right, numbers. I'm going 100 again.
I'm going
99
Sticking with
restaurant.
13.
You're going 99 on my 100. That's fucked up.
99
18.
reasons.
88.
8.
Will always come
Eight,
back.
Philly?
13. I'm trying not to get it, though.
You should pick 69 then.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't count.
Oh, I just saw a 99 pop, Hank.
Was that?
It was close, Hank. 35.
I feel like we've had 35 before.
Geese fly in a V shape because the weakest flyers are at the end of the V, which has the least wind resistance.
That's actually not true. They take turns.
because they get tired
Yeah.
and they get
They're
weak.
not- yeah. I wouldn't say they're weakest.
You
They're
would
just-
always fly at the
they've-
end of the V.
Yeah, because I'd be
your
I'd
back
be busting
sucks.
my ass at the front of the V. Bill, you wouldn't know a V if it rubbed itself on your nose.
You're not allowed to call people V's anymore on Twitch.
Love you guys.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shining away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone. Needless to say, I won't send it, but I need to little way. Life is okay. Say after me. At least we're better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone. Things that you say, yeah, easy life, just to play my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. Shine away. I'm coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone.